Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the sound of suspense, to the fear you can hear. This time around, we're involved in the supernatural. Any dictionary will give you several definitions. Supernatural, above and beyond the natural order of events, of or related to ghosts. Behavior caused by the intervention or by the action of a god on earthly affairs. Choose your own definition for this tale we are about to relate.
No. They don't want me here. Something doesn't want me here. Not Richard. April. April is still in his mind. April. No. I don't believe in ghosts. I won't. No. Who's there? Who's there?
Drama, Here Goes the Bride, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Ruby Dee and Michael Wager. It is sponsored in part by the Kellogg Company, makers of Kellogg's Special K cereal, and by new sugar-free Diet 7-Up. I'll be back shortly with Act 1. The supernatural doesn't always have to presuppose something totally beyond this earth. There are those among us who hover somewhere between earth and sky. The stars who light up our theater marquees or movie screens. All the human beings who have become, by extension, a little larger than life. This is the shocking tale about two of those.
Richard.
Yes, Jenny?
It's such a lovely day. Can't we put the top down?
Well, I don't want to take a chance on being recognized.
Nobody will recognize me.
Just do as I say, please. Oh, sorry to make you do the driving, darling, but that's why I had Juan leave my sister Lisa's car in Monterey. The damn snoop should know by now not to pay any attention to it.
Does your sister look like me, Richard?
Enough from a distance. Same colored hair. But not really. He's attractive enough, I suppose. No, actually, she is very plain, and you...
Yes.
You're the most beautiful woman I've ever known.
And I thought you only married me for my money.
Oh, don't say that.
But, darling, I was only joking. Did you really mean what you said about me?
Every word.
But she was so beautiful. How could you...
April was April. She isn't in my world or anyone else's anymore. She's dead.
I'm sorry, darling. I shouldn't have brought her up. Oh, we're here already. So, I'm about to see Richard Morgan's Folly at last.
Don't let the wall spoil it for you.
Ooh, it's like a fortress, barbed wire, broken glass. And the gate looks as though you borrowed it from the Bastille. Does it all have to be so hard?
The price of privacy. What little we could ever get. The fans considered April and myself public property. But we could forget that once we're inside. From there looking out, you can't even see the walls. Open the gate.
I don't think I could even budge it if I knew how.
Not manually. You see the little box on the visor? It's an electric gizmo. Just press the button on it.
It's a magic castle.
Enter, Your Majesty, and long live the Queen. Pull over to the gatehouse. Stop a minute.
of the hounds of the Baskervilles?
They are guardian angels. They patrol the grounds at night. Juan, amigo, ¿qué pasa con los perros? They know you are back in casa, mi patron. They will not be tranquil till they see you for themselves. Bienvenida en casa, señor Morgan. Muchas gracias, viejo amigo. Darling, this is Juan, el señor Aguilar. Juan, permíteme presentarte con nueva señora, mi esposa, señora Morgan. Juan, put the top down for the señora. I'll get the dogs quiet.
Could you get some fresh air? Well, my husband didn't have any trouble quieting down the dogs. They're not really as savage as they sound. Are they one?
They are trained to kill, senora. Anyone who does not belong here?
Oh, goodness. I hope they get to know me soon, then.
If they learn to know you belong, you have nothing to fear.
You've been here a long time?
Since the house was first built.
Then you were here from the beginning with Richard's first wife, April.
See?
A terrible tragedy for all of you. You must have loved her.
She was la señora de la casa.
I hope you won't blame me for trying to take her place.
There is no one to take her place.
Sí, señorita. Here in the hall. Yes, Señorita Morgan. You didn't take her portrait down. La señora? April? That is her place. I don't think my brother is going to agree with you. He is bringing home a new bride, you know. I know. Didn't he suggest it might be a sensible idea to clear away all the portraits and memories of April from around the house? The portrait here in the hall is painted on plaster. It cannot be removed, any more than her memory can be removed. So it stays. This is her place. No one can take it. A fresco. Funny, I never realized that. Because it's framed, I suppose. It was El Patron's idea for the wedding present. His way of saying, here's my love, which will never die, as it will never die for any of us. Except for my brother Richard. Maybe he thinks so. Maybe not. But once he returns again, I think he will know there is only one, La Señora.
Now you're really going to see what Moribo is all about. I'm going to drive slow so you can drink it in.
Look. Oh, it's breathtaking.
That's Moribo.
Not only the house, but the cliffs. And that wild leap off into the Pacific and all the way to the horizon. Oh, I love it.
I hope you'll be able to.
But I do already.
Except what?
Well, the rest of it is all so vast that suddenly the house seems small. Now, the closer we get, I realize how huge it is.
Well, it's rambling. Started from small beginnings and then just kept on growing.
Looking at that main house, it wasn't all that small.
Well, for its day it was. Big families then. All that's left of mine I see clustered on the porch. My sister.
And the lady with her?
That's our housekeeper. Conchita Aguilar. She's Juan's wife.
I have no one, but at least you have a sister. It makes me feel a lot less like an orphan. And the house is so lovely. I hope I've come home.
I told you when we came back to America that would be your decision. Jenny, for many reasons it's not going to be an easy one. But just give it a chance.
I'll welcome it, Richard. If only it will welcome me.
We flew straight from Japan to San Francisco. Then drove down to Monterey to pick up the car.
Oh, it's so good to see you. Your bride is lovely. But you could have let us know about the wedding.
Lisa, I wanted to keep it private, so we just sneaked off.
More coffee, Jenny? Richard?
No, I think I'll have some brandy. How about you girls?
Not for me. I pass.
Oh, it's a magnificent night. There's going to be a full moon. Those dogs are all stirred up again. Jenny?
Yes, Richard?
Want to walk down with me and start making friends with them?
Well, I'm a little tired tonight. I bet I'd make a better dog pal by daylight. Well, why don't you go ahead while I go up and get ready for bed? Well, you're the one they're calling for anyway.
I've missed them. And it's nice to have been missed. Would you mind? I won't be over a half hour.
I'll be waiting for you when you get back.
I'll close the French windows. Don't forget to lock them, Lisa.
No, leave them open. The breeze is wonderful.
I'll see they get closed, Richie. I've been taking care of that for the last year.
Take care of my bride, too, Lisa. Good night to you, Lisa. I'll see you later, Jenny.
Well, a very sexy goodbye. Your brother is a very sexy man. Why hadn't you noticed?
Oh, why should I be the only woman in the Northern Hemisphere to have it escape me?
Oh, Lisa. It's what makes my blood run cold sometimes. That and April.
She can scarcely run you much competition anymore.
Because she's dead?
She is?
Well, not really. In so many ways, I'm terribly naive growing up in Japan, knowing so little of my native country. I was always aware that Richard Morgan was a star. After all, he was in Japan to make a movie, and I knew he'd been married for many years to April Sanders. It was only after I'd married Richard and come back to America that I began to realize I'd married into royalty. Not only that, but I'd rushed blindly into marrying the king without seeing that the Queen is not dead.
Oh, Jenny, don't be silly. The Queen is very dead.
Not in most people's memories. How did it happen, Lisa? How could that vibrant, overwhelmingly wonderful woman have met her death?
Want to take a little walk, Jenny?
I could use some air. Which way do we go?
Oh, towards the sea. There's enough moonlight to light the way. Are you cold?
Lord, no. I welcome the breeze. Well, where are you taking me?
To the end of the world.
What?
Well, where April ended hers. You wanted to know how it happened, didn't you?
I think I've gone far enough, Lisa.
Only a few steps.
What is this path? I mean, somebody cut it out of solid rock.
It's called the 7 Steps to Heaven. More like 70. Richard had them cut for April on their 7th anniversary. You'll see why now as we come out on the ledge. It's windier tonight than I thought. Most days it's calm up here. The sun pours down. You can lie out here on the ledge with the sea 400 feet below and drench in the sun as though you were the only person in the world. April treated this as a shrine. She was inveterate sun worshiper.
But it's sheer heaven, bathed in moonlight.
If you look up.
Oh, I can't see too much of the shadows looking down.
The rocks are as jagged as teeth. 400 feet straight down. This is right where she fell. Spread-eagled on the rocks, broken and mangled, but speared by the sharp edges so even the restless sea couldn't wash her away.
Oh, my God. How could she have gone close enough to fall?
She didn't fall. But the paper said the story that was given out. Conchita believes that Richie claims he does. Others are not so sure. Come on, this place gives me the heebie-jeebies. Let's get back to the house before Richie sets those damn dogs loose.
Oh, excuse me, I was just turning down the bed.
Which I'm sure you're quite ready to roll into, Jenny. Good night, dear. Welcome home, such as it is.
Good night, Lisa.
See you whenever. Don't feel there's anything to get up for.
Will there be anything else, madame? No, thanks, Conchita. Then I will say buenas noches, madame. Wait a minute. Sí, madame? Madam is not a Spanish word. Why do you call me that? What would you have me call you? Well, since I am Richard's wife, shouldn't it be senora? In this house, there was only one senora. But she's dead. Jamás en el corazón. Never in the heart. For anyone who knew her. Buenas noches, Madame. Richard? Richard, are you awake?
Huh?
It's her. It's April. Oh, my God. Stay away. Stay away. Richard, wake up. Help me.
What's happening? Jenny, what is it?
Listen. Don't you hear?
Hear what? There's nothing.
But there was...
What is it, darling? You look as though you'd seen a ghost.
Not seen. I heard. It was her. April, your wife.
Be quiet. You're my wife. April is dead.
But she still doesn't want me here. Nobody does.
Not a very auspicious housewarming for poor Jenny at Bon Repos. Bon Repos. A reasonable translation of the French is sweet dreams. But there will be few sweet dreams for Jenny, at least this night. As for others, we'll find out when we return shortly with Act 2. By the fresh light of a clear morning, with the wind stilled and the sunlight flooding all the dark corners, Bon Repos is a little more worthy of its name. But Richard Morgan is having a difficult time selling that to his still shaken bride. Let a little light in. You'll feel better, Jenny.
No, Richard. I'm still not over last night. Who was it?
Darling, it wasn't anybody.
You still say you didn't hear it, that awful sobbing.
It was nothing but the wind. Sometimes it sighs and moans all around the house, and you'd swear it was a human voice. But look. Not a whisper this morning. Even the ocean's like glass. Today you'll understand why I love this house so much.
Richard, come here. Beside me on the bed.
All right, darling.
I know you love Bon Repos, but...
But what?
Richard, please, I don't want to live here.
Why not?
Darling, try to understand. I don't feel I belong here. I know Juan and Conchita seem to resent me.
Have they said anything?
No, not in so many words. It's just a feeling I get. I'm not wanted.
That isn't true.
Richard, don't you see? It's her house. It was her family's house to begin with. She's here still. She'll never leave it. She'll haunt me every minute I'm in it. Please, take me away from here.
All right. If that's what you want, I'll sell the damn place, tear it apart stone by stone.
Richard!
Oh, Jenny, my darling, look, it's just the time lag, the long flight from Japan. Days and nights turned upside down. I'm going to have Conchita bring us a breakfast up to the room. We'll have it out on the veranda. Give you a chance to get a good look at Juan's landscaping, all that riot of color, bougainvillea, poinsettia, camellia against the green. Maybe that'll change your mind about poor old Bon Repos.
Darling, I know how much you love it, but...
Oh, come on, Jenny. Give it a chance. A few more days, a week. Give it a chance to cast its own peculiar spell.
All right, darling. Go get us some breakfast. I'll wash up and brush my teeth and get rid of some cobwebs while you're gone.
Jenny.
Yes?
I love you, Mrs. Morgan.
Mm-hmm. That's who I am, and I love you, my husband.
Conchita.
Si, patron?
Come over here in the alcove. What the hell happened last night?
I couldn't help it. She woke up, started to scream, and then to sob. You heard?
No, House must have heard. Why didn't you stop her?
I did as soon as I could.
You know I don't want my wife to know about her being here.
I know.
Then keep her quiet. You've got sedatives. That's your job. And I want my new wife made welcome.
That is not my job.
Then I'll find someone else for it.
You would drive Juan and me from this house?
We'll talk about this later. For now, bring breakfast to the veranda for the senor and me.
Si, senor.
Where's my sister?
In her room, I think.
Muy bien.
Come in. It's open. Richard, I didn't expect to see you this morning.
Why not?
Well, after all, brother mine, a new bridegroom.
I'm an old bridegroom by now.
Yes, maybe she is a touch young for you.
Damn you, I didn't mean that.
I didn't mean what I said either. I was only teasing you. She's a lovely girl. She's sunny and free and unspoiled.
I want to keep her that way. What the devil am I going to do about her? Upstairs there, you heard her last night.
Well, you know my feelings on the subject. Get rid of her. For good.
I can't. After all, it's partly her house. God, why won't she die?
It would be a neat solution to it all, wouldn't it? But it seems she just won't. I'm afraid you're stuck with her as long as your conscience holds you back.
Please, for God's sake, don't tell Jenny about her.
Just how long do you think you can keep her secret?
Oh, I don't know. All I need is a few days, a week. By then, one way or another, it won't matter.
Are you going to start country hopping again, or are you going to stay home and make some nice, solid American movies?
Well, that depends on my negotiations for the next week or 10 days.
Jenny, you're not eating your steak. Want it on the fire a little more?
No, thanks. I really ate too much of that wonderful salad. I don't think I could eat another thing.
Conchita?
Si, senor.
I think you can clear the table. You want dessert, dear?
I don't think so. Lisa, please forgive me, but I'm so full of sand, sea, air, and scouting the property that I'm really bushed. Would you excuse me?
Of course, Jenny. Get a good sleep.
I'll see you upstairs, darling. Shall I have Conchita bring us some coffee?
Oh, no. I just want to sleep and make up for the last few days. You don't have to come up.
Try and keep me away. Good night, Lisa.
Night.
See you tomorrow. I feel like such a party pooper.
Please, oh, forgive us. I'm bushed myself. Darling, you're positively weaving.
I feel a little high or low or something.
Well, here, how about my arm for support?
I'd love it.
No good?
No, fine. I was just... She was so lovely, Richard.
Huh? Oh. April, the fresco. That damn thing, I wish I'd never dreamed it up. I promise you it'll be removed or covered or something.
Oh, no, darling, it's too lovely to destroy. Besides, no matter what you do or anyone tries to do, the memory of April Sanders in our time can never be wiped out or erased. It's something we both have to live with.
She was like Jean Harlow, Marilyn Monroe, Elizabeth Taylor. She belonged to the public.
But you had her painted to endure forever. But are you sure the dog was poisoned?
That's enough, you two. Silencio!
What was all that arguing about?
Nothing. Trouble with one of the dogs. Come on, Jenny. Let's have some morning coffee and juice and get back to normal.
Well, what's the matter with the dog?
Here's your juice. Oh, it's what I've been trying to steel myself to weed out. He's a maverick, or was.
What do you mean?
Well, some dogs take to training, some don't. This one, well, just never did. He's unpredictable, a natural-born scavenger. He picked up something from the garbage with a botulism, I guess. Anyway, he died this morning.
But what could a dog...
Now, look, don't take on about it. I'm going down to bring up some eggs and bacon. Why don't you set the table for us on the veranda?
Of course, darling. The steak. I didn't eat. Is that what poisoned him? Oh, God, help me to know what to do. I love my husband, but every instinct in me tells me to run for my life.
Yep. Sure, JB. No, I don't like it, but if it's the only way, I'll be there. Yes, right away. No, I'll drive down. It's almost dark already, so I'm not taking much of a chance. What? Well, yes, thanks, yes. I'll stay with you overnight and come right back.
You're going to Los Angeles?
Well, just overnight, darling.
But take me with you.
Oh, Jenny, I can't. This is all strictly business.
And I stay here alone?
I'm not alone. Lisa's with you.
Thank God for that.
You have nothing to worry about.
Of course I haven't. Go, do what you have to do and come back to me safe.
And you stay safe for me to come back to.
Well, wouldn't you know, the moment my brother cuts out, the local electricity has to fail. Here's your candle, Jenny. Want me to come in with you?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, there are plenty of others in the candelabra. They can burn all night.
I won't need them. That good night drink we had has curdled my brain.
No, me too. I don't know about you, but I'm sailing. Maybe there was something in Conchita's Horas Comportia, but I'm positively lightheaded.
Well, whatever it was, thank God for small favors. I'll sleep sound tonight. If I can just find the bed. Whew, I'm really high as a kite. And no reason for it. Whatever it is, don't let Conchita see me like this. See me to bed, Lisa. No. I don't want me here. Someone, something. But who? Conchita, Juan, Richard. Oh, please, not Richard. But April is still in his mind. April. No, I don't believe ghosts. I won't. Who's there? Who's there?
April Morgan. But what a travesty of that beautiful woman. A face gaunt and haggard, the eyes staring blankly from the desiccated skin, a hellish ghoul raised from the year-old grave. No wonder Jenny mercifully passed out. We'll return shortly with Act 3. Figure that hovers over Jenny, motionless under the covers, stands as still as the girl lies in the bed. Is her presence as malign as Jenny deems it to be, or as benign as it seems to be?
Hush, child, hush. I mean you no harm. But you, how you must hate me. Her, April. His wife? Oh, no. No, I'm not April. April is dead. She died, you know. I thought I did. Then who? I'm her mother. April was my daughter. You live here? Yes. Up there. Then you're the one I heard the other night, sobbing. Was I? Perhaps I was. I'm very sad, you know. Because your daughter died. Because my daughter was killed. Killed? What did April have to die for? She had everything to live for. She'd never commit suicide. But it was an accident, wasn't it? Oh, April was as graceful as a fawn. She was a dancer, you know. She had an incredible sense of balance. She could never have lost it. Are you suggesting she was pushed?
Why do you think I'm locked up there in my room on the 3rd floor with Conchita as my jailer?
The housekeeper.
Conchita is a practical nurse, and I am a prisoner, half the time under sedation, living in limbo, the shut-in to end all shut-ins.
But why?
To keep me from crying it to the skies. To keep the truth buried like me and my daughter. Except that I am on the 3rd floor and April is 6 feet deep. Oh, he was jealous of her. He couldn't stand the fact that she was the talent. She held it all together. She made the legends. And when the truth was coming out that he meant nothing, that she was the star, he had to drag her out of the skies, destroy her, kill her.
Who?
Your new husband, Richard Morgan. That's why I came to warn you. Get out while you can.
Senora, are you all right?
What is it he wants to take from you?
Senora Morgan, open the door.
I'm coming, Juan.
What do you want? Are you rich?
Yes.
Are you coming, Senora?
Then run like the wind. He will kill you. Just as he did April.
Are you all right, Jenny? Are you all right?
I'll do. The lights are on again.
Yes.
What happened to April's mother?
Juan has taken her back to her room. She's mad, you know. She's quite mad.
She accused Richard of killing April.
It's her obsession. She should be institutionalized, but Richie, well, he could never hurt a fly.
But I don't understand why. Now what?
Headlights coming up the drive. Must be Richie. I better go down and let him in.
For God's sake, don't be terrified of me, Jenny.
Well, I don't mean to be. I don't know what's the matter with me.
No, look, April's mother must have shaken you.
Well, why would you have kept it a secret?
Look, I'm exhausted, and you're tired. Must we go through it tonight?
I don't think we can go through any other night if we don't.
Okay. It all has to do with, well, living a legend. April was a star, a sex symbol developed by the studios. I was a stage actor with a gift of reasonable looks and an unusual voice. Separately, we had great success. But together, when we did get together, and particularly after our marriage, we became something not only wildly larger than life, but larger than even just plain stardom. Our own lives disappeared, replaced by a storybook romance that our careers had to conform to, despite the fact that we had learned, not to hate each other, but that we had no love left.
You didn't love April.
Jenny, I couldn't stand her. She was selfish, avaricious, demanding, petty, an impossible woman.
So you got rid of her?
You don't believe that?
No. Oh, no, Richard.
But how did April really die?
I wasn't asking
No,
that.
you don't have to. Half the world has speculated on that. Her mother thought I killed her. Still think so. Conchita and Juan know it was an accident. Lisa has her own theory. Something to do with April's star complex and the wild winds that sometimes blow across the headlands.
And you?
I think she committed suicide. Buenos días, Conchita.
Buenos días, señor.
You can serve breakfast for all of us, and... Where's Juan?
In the South Garden?
Will you tell my wife when she comes down where I am?
Sí, señor. Patron,
Yes?
will you close up the house?
If I'm going to save my new marriage, I think I must. I'm not going to argue the facts, but it's quite clear that Jenny doesn't fit here.
I'll have some juice and coffee, Conchita.
Si, señorita.
Oh, and for Senora Morgan, too?
Si, señorita.
Morning, Jenny.
Good morning, Lisa.
Oh, heavenly day. Breakfast is on the way.
Where's Richard?
Oh, off on the grounds somewhere. Want to go look for him?
I would like to get some air.
Well, then let's go. Did you, finally get some sleep?
Yes.
Well, with the new day, if you're smart, you'll make up your mind to get out of here and have Richard all to yourself.
But what will you and Conchita and Juan and Mrs. Isn't that terrible? I don't even know April's mother's name. Oh, what will all of you do?
Oh, life goes on. We'll manage and adjust. We might even be able to do it here in time.
Oh, no, Lisa, I never could. This isn't my place. It's April.
It wasn't hers either.
But I thought it was originally her family's. That's why her mother is still...
It was a run-down, no-account mess. The stucco peeling, the plumbing, antediluvian, the gardens a shambles. Richie cured all that. He's marvelous with his hands, and his imagination knows no bounds. He made Bon Repos what it is. It's all his.
I can appreciate that, Lisa, and I know how beautiful it is, but it's dark and sinister to me. Nothing will ever change that. I remember that first evening when you took me to Seventh Heaven.
Yes?
That was the mark of what was wrong here. Such free, wild beauty, but somehow it was evil and destructive.
Oh, Jenny, that's not fair. You went by moonlight. You knew a tragedy had occurred there, but Seventh Heaven is just what its name implies. Especially on a day like today, with no wind and the sun riding high. Come on, let me show you.
No, thanks.
Jenny, you hold a lot of fates in your hand. Among them mine. I don't want to leave here. Give me a chance to show you. Cobwebs cleared away. It's not such a bad place to live.
Conchita?
Si, senor.
Where is the senorita?
They went out in the garden towards the water.
They?
Your sister and your wife.
Didn't they know breakfast was ready?
I think, but the Senorita Morgan seemed to want to take the senora to the water. I should not say this, but I had a sensation you should go quickly after them.
I really don't know why you insisted on me coming up here. I won't change my mind, Lisa.
Even now, looking out here at that incredible view?
I told you I didn't like height.
You know, Jenny, you're a little person with no stature.
Well, I wouldn't quite agree.
Like April, really, for all her cheap beauty. She just couldn't measure up. And I had to sit by and take the fact that she had cheated and stolen Richie away from me.
What?
My brother? Oh, does that shock you? I've loved Richie longer and deeper than all of you. How much have I gotten in return? Do you have any notion how I hated that smug, superior, superadulated April? Would you be very surprised to find out that she didn't fall or stumble or take her life when she blew off here into eternity? She was hastened, Jenny, pushed, shoved by me, just as you're going to be.
Why? Even allowing for what you confess.
How can you hate me? Because you are far worse than April. He really didn't love her. They were a team. He was trapped. He had to stick with her. But you, no, you're different.
Because he loves me?
Because with you, there's no chance for me. There's no chance at all.
How could there ever be?
I don't have to share his bed, only his life. I could have been the one to care for him, to console him, to love him. Love him, damn you. It'll never be you. Never anyone.
Lisa, wait. Do you even...
You can't stand against me any more than April could. You are going over. Down the rock. Look, put that grass break down. It's a marvelous weapon. Hang on to it if you want to. Take it with you, but you're going. There you are. Yes, too late. Hurry. If I cannot have you, nobody can.
Oh, for God's sake, Lisa, what are you doing?
Give me that. Oh, my God. What can I
loved my sister either more or less than my first wife. I can't mourn either one of them. Jenny, it's too important to celebrate you. It'll take some time to straighten out my affairs, but once we do, you and I are going to enjoy our private life.
You'll still be public property.
No. My new deal as a director. I'll never act again.
Not even for me.
For you. For you, I'll be whatever you desire. This affair is finally beginning. It will end only the same way. Finally. Which is forever.
I love you forever.
That's what I just said. The walls still stand about Bonrepos, but the barbed wire and broken glass are gone from the parapet. The gates stand invitingly open, and the dogs are gone. In the bright sunshine, the dark memories, too, are fading, and the clean winds from the sea have washed away the cobwebs. Once again, the old house lives up to its name. I'll be back shortly. So again, we return full circle to our definition of the supernatural as it applies to tonight's tale, of or related to ghosts, behavior caused by the intervention or by the action of a god on earthly affairs. Well, April Sanders was both ghost and, by our modern standards, goddess. But her reign is over, and so is our up-to-date fable of Richard and Jenny. Our cast included Ruby Dee, Michael Wager, Terry Keane, Bryna Rayburn, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
WDAF, Kansas City.
Dan Henry, WDAF Local News at 11. The outlook for Kansas City, a chance for thunder showers. Kansas City, Missouri police have one suspect in custody in connection with a shooting on the street at 33rd and Troost. 2 women were injured. They have been identified as 30-year-old Joan Oglesby of 2139 East 15th in Kansas City, and General Hospital lists her condition as critical, with gunshot wounds in the chest and stomach. The other is identified as Kay Sue Hammond of 5814 Olive in Kansas City. Hospital authorities say she is in fair condition, with gunshot wounds in the pelvic area and right leg. The identity of the suspect in custody in connection with the incident is not known. Police are still investigating. A class action suit against the Kansas City, Missouri Board of Education and the Kansas City Teachers Union has been filed on the docket of U.S. District Court Judge Elmo Hunter. The suit was filed on behalf of his sons by the father of 2 boys who attend Southwest High School, asking the judge to order schools opened and teachers to halt the strike. A hearing was set for April 25th. Norman Hudson, president of the Kansas City Teachers Union, sits in jail tonight, his first in a 10-day contempt of court sentence, and all negotiations between teachers and the board are being handled by a federal mediator. In Kansas City, Kansas, teacher talks are to resume immediately, according to Superintendent of Schools Dr. O.L. Plucker, but negotiations between the NEA, representing Shawnee Mission teachers, and that district school board appear to have been stalemated, with teachers apparently demanding more than the 10.5% increase reportedly offered sponsored by the board. WDAF News Time, 11 o'clock.
News of the hour on the hour from American Information Radio. This is Richard Wall from Los Angeles, and at this hour, some black police officers in San Francisco have joined the protest against the stop and search policy in the Operation Zebra hunt for the killer of 12 whites. A member of the group, Officer Jesse Bird, announced,
"We are just as much concerned about the apprehension of this individual or individuals as anyone else. But we do not approve of the Gestapo-type tactics that are being used. We do not approve of people being stopped and frisked at random. We can only view this as another type of harassment."
Officer Bird's objection came as 5 black civic leaders filed a class action suit saying the tactics of searching blacks who match the zebra killer's description in San Francisco are unconstitutional. A Statue of Liberty takeover. That story coming up.
In the breath of a child lies the hope of our land. On the lips of a child rests the poem tall and grand. In the heart of a child is the peace that we have planned. And the breath of our children is a gift from God to man.
6 million children in the United States who should be running, laughing, and playing are coughing, wheezing, and choking. 6 million boys and girls are suffering from serious lung-damaging diseases. The National Cystic Fibrosis Research Foundation needs your help to help them.
In the breath of a child lies the hope of our land.
A group calling itself the Attica Brigade has taken over the Statue of Liberty in New York and promises to stay the weekend, demanding impeachment of President Nixon and protesting what's called social injustice in the U.S. President Nixon is spending the night at Camp David in Maryland. Earlier, the president went for a dinner cruise aboard the yacht Sequoia on the Potomac and then stopped by the home of his daughter Julie Eisenhower in Bethesda, Maryland. Mark Felt, former associate director of the FBI, says the White House asked him to issue news releases on Watergate that he considered improper for the FBI to be involved in. Felt ran the FBI after J. Edgar Hoover's death. The defense has rested its case in the perjury conspiracy trial of John Mitchell and Maurice Stans in New York. The prosecution will present rebuttal witnesses Monday. Israel and Syria disagree on losses in the first major air battles in the Mideast since the October War. But there's a warning about the consequences of the increasing escalation of the Golan Heights fighting. Correspondent Andrew Mizell's reports from Tel Aviv.
Israeli Defense Minister Moshe Dayan warned today that if the Syrians continue escalating the battle around Mount Hermon, Henry Kissinger might arrive here in 10 days to find a full-scale war in progress. Dayan issued the warning in a television interview which I watched here in Tel Aviv. It came on the eve of the heaviest day of fighting yet, a day in which Israel reported its first battle losses in the air, 2 warplanes shot down by ground fire. Dayan said that if Syria continued trying to capture territory, Israel would feel free to do the same. Andrew Mizell, ABC News, Tel Aviv.
Japan has signed an agreement with China for mutual airline service. The nationalist Chinese on Taiwan have threatened to end their aviation agreement with Japan because of the arrangement between Tokyo and Peking. Government economist Gary Sievers says inflation will remain a serious problem in the U.S. Sievers' remark followed release of figures showing the cost of living rose 1.1% in March, raising the 12-month increase in consumer prices to 10.2%. The Chicago Tribune has an announcement of interest in nostalgia buffs. The Tribune says it will bring back the original Orphan Annie cartoon strip starting Monday. The first episode will show Annie and her dog Sandy in 1936. This is Information Radio News.
From the Kurt Mears Sports Desk, the Kansas City Royals play the Chicago White Sox 2 more games in this series, tomorrow and Sunday, then move to Boston. A temporary restraining order has been issued against the Cincinnati Bengals linebacker Bill Bergey and the World Football League that keeps all WFL owners from negotiating with any member of the Cincinnati squad. Peter Oosterhouse holds the lead in the Monsanto Open Golf Tournament with a 36-hole total of 133, and the KU Relays will be wrapped up tomorrow. Kansas City's forecast partly cloudy cloudy and mild with a chance for showers or thunder showers through tomorrow. After an overnight low around 60, the high tomorrow will be in the upper 70s. Dan Henry, WDAF News.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the fear you can hear. Welcome to the world of your own terrifying imagination. The art of the double cross, unfortunately, has become part of the fabric of our lives. In espionage, however, it is almost a lifestyle. In the world of spies, for the left hand ever to know what the right is doing is unthinkable. For the next hour, imagine that you are Larry Fielding, a 32-year-old newspaper man caught in a dizzying web of circumstances seemingly beyond his control.
Larry, please change your mind and come with me.
Not until you tell me who you are and why you sneaked into my hotel room.
You're a fool, Larry. You must know that the police are looking for you and they'll be here any minute.
Oh, well, you're here now, and I still want to know who you are.
If that's so important, my name is Carol Johnson. And when I tell you I know all about the murder of Dave Wilson, maybe you'll believe that I'm here to help you.
Our mystery drama, The Lady Was a Tiger, written especially for the Mystery Theater by Murray Burnett, stars William Redfield. It is sponsored in part by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, brewers of Budweiser, and by the Kellogg Company, makers of Kellogg's Special K cereal. I'll be back shortly with Act 1.
Hi, I'm Goldilocks, Ms. Goldilocks, if you please, and I'm a professional taste tester. Here at my Taste Test Laboratory, that's TTL for short, I taste test everything from porridge to diet drinks. Actually, there's not that much taste testing in porridge these days. There used to be, once upon a time. I mean, that's how this Ms. got into the biz. But lately, it's been diet drinks. I mean, with so many diet drinks going sugar-free, I've been really busy conducting taste tests. A rather unbearable assignment, to be sure. But then I discovered sugar-free diet 7-Up. Fresh, natural, delicious. My only problem is that sugar-free diet 7-Up tastes so good that it broke my Goldilocks diet drink taste-o-meter. Well, sugar-free diet 7-Up certainly has my seal of approval. This one's just right.
Don't let anyone con you into thinking it's wrong to turn in a heroin pusher. You're not ratting. You're doing your part to wipe out one of the most insidious epidemics racking our country today. So don't let anyone kid you. If you really care about the quality of life, if you really care about improving society, you'll do everything you can to get the heroin pusher off the street and into jail where he belongs. If you have information about a drug pusher, use the heroin hotline. The number is 800-368-5363. That's toll-free from anywhere in the country. The number again is 800-368-5363. A trained operator will answer your call, take your information, and pass it on to experienced federal agents who will investigate. You'll make your own special contribution toward helping us wipe out what President Nixon has called public enemy number one. Call 800-368-5363.
Walking is great exercise, and with good weather can also be great fun. But not when you've just been fired by the editor of the newspaper for which you've worked happily for 5 years. Larry Fielding has been walking aimlessly for 2 hours, trying to figure out why Horace Finley, the editor and his boss, had refused to give him any reason for his dismissal. Tormented by his frustrating thoughts and tired, Larry sits down on a park bench to think. He is so deep in thought, he is unaware of 3 men who suddenly surround him. Larry has only to look at them to know that he is in trouble. He tries to get up, but is pushed back down, and the men start to beat him up.
No, take my money and leave me alone, will you? Look, if you want money, I told you can have it. Help!
Calling for help when you're being mugged in a big city park is sometimes as helpful as trying to catch hold of a windowsill in a 30-story fall. But this time, there was a miracle. A stranger has seen the attack and rushes to help.
Hang in there, man! Here comes... That's a nice jaw you have there, fella. You need a lesson of chicken.
That took care of them. They're gone.
Oh, thanks.
Let me help you up.
Thanks, mister. Thanks a lot, I tell you. I was in real trouble.
My pleasure. Did they get your wallet?
No. I got a lot of bruises, but they didn't get a thing. Say, you're a pretty good scrapper for a
guy my age.
Well, yeah. Hey, what are you, a karate expert?
Oh, just keep myself in shape.
You sure do. Listen, can I do something for you to show you I really meant thanks?
You certainly can. How about coffee?
Oh, sure, but that's nothing. What I meant was...
I know what you meant. My name's Dave Wilson.
Oh, good. I'm Larry Fielding.
Oh, come on, Larry. Let's have a cup of coffee.
You know, I still can't get over the way you tore into those guys.
I was a commando in World War II.
World War II?
Did you think I was in the Civil War?
No, I didn't mean that. It's just...
Well, to a young fellow like you, World War II might as well have been in the last century. It was only 30-some-odd years ago, you know.
Oh, I know. After all, I was in the newspaper business.
Yeah, that's tough what you told me about losing your job. What are you going to do?
Oh, I don't know. Look around for another one. What bothers me is the way my editor let me go. No explanations. You know, we were friends. You'd think he'd at least tell me why he fired me.
Those things happen. Stop torturing yourself and begin making plans.
No, not until I get this thing straightened out in my own mind. I think I'll call my editor at home tonight and...
I've got a better idea.
Go out and get drunk, huh?
Nope. How about a trip to Paris?
Are you putting me on?
I'm serious.
Well, what are you? A scout for contestants for some kind of TV quiz show?
No, I am a man sitting on $200,000.
What?
And I need a guy just like you.
Now look, I'm a newspaper man. Anytime a stranger starts talking about a trip to Paris and $200,000, I
walk away without even listening?
Yeah.
Even if the man just happened to maybe save you from being mugged, robbed, and beaten up?
Okay, all right, I'll listen, but believe me, that'll be it.
Fair enough. First, here's my card.
Oh, David Wilson, Calridge Imports. I never heard of him.
You can call and check me out. I told you I was in World War II.
Oh, look, I'm grateful to you, but you're wasting your time.
Why don't you shut up and listen? You've probably heard about the millions of dollars in artworks and precious jewels that the GIs liberated during the last days of the war.
Liberated, sure, yeah. Well, I've heard stories.
Well, most of them are true. One that I know in particular certainly is. Did you ever hear of the Lancer collection?
Lancer.
The Comte de Lancer came from an old French family. And the Lancer collection is a fabulous assortment of diamonds, rubies, emeralds, and other precious stones, which were seized by the Nazis when they swept through France in 1940. A pal of mine, not a commando, happened to come upon the collection when the Americans were driving the Germans back in 44.
Wait a minute. And he liberated it?
Exactly. He and a distinguished Frenchman named Henri Thiel.
Oh. Professor Henri Thiel? The archaeologist?
That's the man.
Oh, come on. He wouldn't,
You were saying something?
No, nothing.
You were about to say he wouldn't get involved in anything crooked, weren't you?
Yeah, something like that.
You're right, he wouldn't. But he was younger. The world was quite different then. And my GI pal was a most persuasive guy. They decided to bury the Landseer collection. They did. They drew a map. And today, Professor Thiel is the only possessor of that map.
And, what happened to your nameless friend?
He's dead. Professor Thiel wants to return the jewels.
But that's easy, isn't it?
Not if the professor doesn't want embarrassing questions asked about how he came by that map in the first place.
Oh. What about you?
Calridge Imports is a highly respected and reputable importing firm. I want to keep it that way.
Oh, so do I, even though I've just been fired.
You haven't heard what I'm asking you to do.
Well, what?
Come with me to Paris. You're writing a story on Professor Thiel. He's good material. You'll grant me that?
Yes, yeah.
You'll interview him, naturally. During the course of that interview, he'll give you a slip of paper, which is a map showing the location of the jewels. You'll later deliver it to me. And that's all you have to do.
You, mentioned something about sitting on hundreds of thousands of dollars?
That's right. The Landseer collection is worth that and more. I'm sitting on it. I intend to return the jewels and collect a reward. If you want to share in that, you deserve it. Mrs. Wilson, the report is positive. Fielding has agreed to go to Paris with me. He bought the story about picking up a map showing the location of the Landseer collection. Operation successful. You'd better be on your way, Larry. You're due at Professor Thiel's in 10 minutes.
I suppose it's too late to back out, huh?
You can always back out, Larry, but I don't think you will. There's really nothing to it. Make it look like a normal interview. Take notes. The professor will give you the map. Slip it in with your notes. Bring it back to me here. I'll be waiting.
Okay.
Larry.
Yes?
Relax.
Oh, sure thing. I'll see you.
Would Monsieur mind if I join him?
I wouldn't mind at all, but I don't think I'm what you're looking for.
Oh, but Monsieur is exactly what I seek. Exactly.
And just what is it you're seeking?
To warn you that you are in grave danger.
Why don't you come off it with that phony accent? You got something to say to me, say it.
Would Monsieur buy me a Pernod?
Sure. Garçon, Pernod, please.
Monsieur, it is very difficult for me. I do play a role, as you have guessed. And I am not here by chance. You must leave, and quickly.
Your Pernod, monsieur.
Not for me, it's for the lady.
And for you, I have a knife. Go, mademoiselle, go.
But he's going to die.
Do as I say. There'll be no problem. Simply put his head down gently on the table. So. And people will see another drunken tourist.
Your name is Larry Fielding. You're 28 years old, and you're feeling marvelous. You have just completed a fascinating interview with Professor Henry Thiel, and you have the paper that you're going to hand over to your friend who's waiting at Les Deux Magots. You see him at the table where you left him. His head is down, but you're not concerned.
Dave, wake up! I saw the professor. What?
Monsieur, what has happened?
Well, I don't know. I came back to meet my friend. I guess he's passed out.
A moment, monsieur. Look, this man has been murdered.
What?
Stabbed to death. You will wait here for the police.
I will not. I'm getting out of here.
Who's there?
It is I. Open up.
What's the matter? What happened?
The other American. The young one. He got away.
You let him go?
He panicked. Ran.
Now what?
He'll probably go back to his room at the Dauphine. You will check.
But aren't the police looking for him?
I hope so. I gave them a complete description.
And what do I say to them if they find me in his room?
Calm, a beautiful young lady like yourself.
Get to him and find out where the paper is.
All right. Who are you? If I take my hand away, you promise not to scream? Right? Okay. Now, why have you picked the lock into my room?
Never mind. You have to get out of here.
Not until you tell me who you are.
If that matters, my name is Carol Johnson. I've been sent here to help you.
Oh, sure.
I know about the murder of your friend.
Wait a minute. Sent by whom?
I'll answer your questions while we're on the way.
On the way to where?
Safety.
I don't need to run. I didn't kill anybody. I'm not about to take off with a strange girl, particularly not one who's equipped with skeleton keys.
Oh, suit yourself. Goodbye.
Come in.
Monsieur de Ransfiding.
Yes?
Inspector Victor Roux, Sûreté.
Oh.
You will please come with me.
What for?
Suspicion of murder of another American? Monsieur David Wilson.
Inspector, listen. Why would I kill Dave? I've already told you I had an appointment to meet Dave at the cafe. He was waiting for me. Would I have walked up to a man I just killed and shake him so that he'd fall down, make a big scene?
That is your explanation. There is nothing to support it.
Well, there's nothing against it either.
There is the word of Louis Goret.
Who's he?
The waiter who attended the table at which Monsieur Wilson and you sat. The only reason that you are not, as of this moment, charged with murder is because you did return. That much the waiter's testimony supports. Only he says that Monsieur Wilson might very well have been dead shortly after you returned, and that you had time to kill him.
That's a lie.
So you say.
Oh, just check with Professor Teal. He'll tell you what time I arrived, what time I left.
We have been trying, and there has been no answer. We may have him on the telephone now. Hello? Eh? So? Voilà bien. Merci.
All right, well, what'd he say?
That was not Professor Teal. That was his apartment. And his servant.
His servant? There was nobody there when I saw him.
Don't you mean if you saw him, monsieur?
Oh.
According to the servant, Professor Teal left for an extended holiday early this morning, and it is not known when he is expected back.
Your name is Larry Fielding. You're 32 years old, and you find yourself in prison in Paris, accused of murder. You know you've been had, and you're dealing with forces that seem beyond your control. You have a million questions, and the only man who could answer them is the man you're accused of killing. We'll be back shortly with Act 2.
When you drink beer, do you tilt the glass for long, hearty swallows? Or just tip it and sip it? Well, sipping's the thing for wine. But Budweiser beer is a hearty drink, brewed for zest and character. The best way to enjoy Bud is to drink it. Not chug a lug, just man-sized beer drinker swallows. That's when that famous Budweiser taste, smoothness, and drinkability really come through. Smoothness and drinkability that come only from natural carbonation and exclusive beechwood aging. Smoothness and drinkability, too good for any half-hearted sipping. So drink up. You'll see that brewing beer right does make a difference, and that when you say Budweiser, you've said it all. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
In 1919, someone had a big idea. Let's help youth understand big business by starting them in small businesses of their own. And Junior Achievement was born. Each group elected a board of directors, chose a product, set up a production line, sold stock, and went into business. That year, 314 students made and sold products and learned the business of business. Today, Junior Achievement has grown to nearly 200,000 members. Junior Achievers are designing and marketing their own products and services, from cutting boards to printing. They're organizing sales efforts, writing marketing plans, calculating profit and loss. Running these small businesses helps Junior Achievers understand how big business works. Support Junior Achievement, where youth learns the business of business. Call your local Junior Achievement office.
To many Americans, Paris means visits to the Louvre, strolls along the Seine, or fine food. But to Larry Fielding, it means the inside of a prison cell, where he sits accused of a murder he didn't commit. Fielding knows he's been caught up in something that involves more than the recovery of some stolen jewels. However, what he doesn't realize is that he's the key pawn in a deadly game, and the players are about to make some moves.
Oh?
I don't think it's smart to have me come here so often.
I would not have sent for you if it were not necessary. Do you still believe that Fielding knows nothing about the operation?
I do.
Then where's the document?
Well, we don't know he ever had it, do we?
We know he visited Thiel. We know that Wilson waited for him at Les Dumagots. We know he came back there. I think it is safe to assume that he was carrying the plans.
And he didn't have it on him when he was arrested.
Roger arranged to be there when Fielding was brought in and searched. He says there was nothing on him.
But he wasn't picked up right away.
Exactly. He eventually went back to his hotel room, as you know. I believe he has the paper and that he has somehow managed to hide it. It does us no good in prison. We shall have to arrange to have him released.
And how do we do that?
We don't. You do.
Sit down, mademoiselle. Your passport says Carol Johnson.
That's right, Inspector.
And I am told you are in my office because of the unfortunate incident in the Café Les Dumagots.
Yes, Inspector. I just had to come here to tell you you have the wrong man.
Ah? And how do you know that?
I'm studying at the Sorbonne. I visit Les Dumagots all the time. I was sitting right there when that man was murdered.
Formidable. You saw a man murdered and you did nothing?
Oh, at the time I didn't know it was a murder. I just thought the man had too much to drink or was ill. But the reason I know that you've arrested the wrong man is that the murdered man was dead before this young American Fields or
Fielding.
Yes, well, the man was dead before Fielding ever got to the table. Fielding came and shook him, and that was when it was discovered that he was dead. I'm prepared to swear to that, Inspector.
Of course you are prepared to swear to this story that you have just told me.
Why not? It's the truth.
Of course, mademoiselle. Why would a beautiful young lady like yourself lie to an inspector of the Sûreté?
I'm not sure that I like the way you say that, Inspector. But everything will be all right if you release young Fielding.
You have told me you will swear to this statement of yours in court. Therefore, I have very little choice.
Ah, good.
But, mademoiselle, I have been the police officer for 20 years, long enough to know that witnesses who appear late with an alibi for an accused murderer often have reason.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And I also wish to warn you, mademoiselle, that the Sûreté considers this a very much open case.
That is the business of the Sûreté. Au revoir, Inspector.
Gérard, you will follow the young lady who just left my office, and do not lose her.
Hello there.
Oh, it's you.
Want to give me a lift?
Well, I suppose I owe you something for getting me out of jail. Taxi! Taxi! There, we got one. Hop in.
Oh, thanks.
Driver, Hotel Dauphine.
Well, you look pretty good for a jailbird.
You look pretty good yourself for... Come to think of it, what are you?
An American girl in Paris trying to make a living. What are you?
An American in Paris in need of a bath, a drink, and some food.
You know, you're not bad looking.
Oh, thanks. While we seem to be exchanging compliments, can I say you're about the best-looking girl I've seen since I've been here?
Thank you. Now that we like each other so much, don't you think it's time we started telling each other the truth?
Yes, I'll buy that. Écoutez-moi, operateur, well, never... You speaking. Okay, well, look, I phoned the desk about an hour ago to get this room straightened up, and so far nothing's happened. Now, can you please just send someone up so I can sleep here tonight, huh?
Oh, while you're at it, where's our food?
Wait a minute, that's a different department.
Oh.
I'll have to call room service again.
Oh, maybe you won't have to bother.
Entree.
Your dinner, monsieur. Madame?
Merci.
Monsieur would like me to serve.
No, thanks. No, I think I can handle it myself.
As monsieur wishes.
Wait a minute. Don't I know you?
I think not, monsieur.
Now, I've seen you before. I'm sure I've seen you.
Paris is a large city, monsieur. One passes people on the streets and...
The streets, that's it. You're the same guy who was at the Café Les Deux Magots.
Monsieur is mistaken.
What? Hey, wait a minute. Come back here. I want to talk to you.
Oh, now don't go chasing him down the hall.
Why not? Listen, Carol, I'm positive he's the same waiter...
He'll just deny it and you can't prove it.
But...
Even if you could. What do you think it means?
Well, it means... Well, I don't know. But if I get him to talk, maybe I'd find out something.
I thought you were going to clue me in.
Oh, yeah. Listen, have you ever heard of the Lancer collection?
Of course. It's in the Louvre.
Oh.
The family of Comte de Lancer gave it to the museum after it was recovered when the Nazis fled Paris.
What?
Well, why does that shake you up so much?
Because it can't be true.
Come with me to the Louvre and I'll show it to you.
Well, that changes everything. Come on.
Where are we going?
To the American consul.
Well?
Unbelievable.
What?
Simply unbelievable. Do you know what the consul told me?
I predicted it, didn't I?
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to hear about it at all. Just advised me to fork up the whole thing and leave France. Incredible.
Well, not really when you understand that he doesn't know what you're talking about.
But you do.
Some of it.
Okay, take me back to the hotel.
Any reason?
I'm taking the consul's advice. If nobody's interested, I'll go back to the States.
Well, now that they've cleaned up the room so nicely, you're leaving.
Well, do you have a better idea?
More than one.
I think I'll take them one at a time.
Number one. Give me the paper Professor Thiel gave you.
Well, it looks like we're finally going to level.
Where is it?
Well, first you tell me something. What is it?
I don't know.
End of conversation.
Larry, listen to me. I work for Colonel Blake, military intelligence. I was assigned to this operation.
What operation?
All I was told was that Dave Wilson, who also works for us, was coming over here with you, and that you were to get something from Professor Thiel and give it to Dave.
Thiel worked with you, too?
He did. But now his cover is blown, and I don't know where he is.
Who killed Wilson?
I don't know. It could have been any one of 3 or 4 foreign powers.
And the only reason I'm alive is because somebody wants the paper.
That's right.
And if I give it to you, then there's really no reason not to kill me.
Oh, give it to me. I'll get it to Colonel Blake and we'll get you safely out of the country.
No, hold on. I got a better idea. I'll go with you to Colonel Blake and we'll give it to him together.
No, that would be too dangerous.
To whom?
Will you please trust me?
Give me a reason.
Please, where is the paper?
I burned it.
You expect me to believe that?
Why not? You expect me to believe everything you tell me?
You admit you had the paper. And somehow, between the time you ran from Les Deux Magots, you managed to hide it in a place where experts have been unable to find it.
I told you I burned it.
And you know that's a fairy tale that no one will believe.
I don't care whether you believe it or not. Now, are you coming with me?
Where?
To talk to your Colonel Blake.
He won't see you.
Oh, I think he will. Goodbye, Carol. It was nice knowing you. I think.
You will kindly step back into your room, Monsieur Feeling.
Now, wait a minute.
Let me introduce myself. I am Major Simonovich.
Oh, of the Gay Payou or the NKVD?
Does not really matter. What matters is that you and I have something to discuss.
I warned you.
Yeah, sure you did. Just like a rattlesnake does.
I do so dislike dealing with amateurs. This is strictly a business.
You mean you want to make a deal with me?
Correction. I mean you would find it wise if you wanted to make a deal with us.
For the paper?
Exactly. Where is it?
No, not so fast. Not so fast. You spoke about a deal?
You give us the paper, we give you your life.
You must really believe I'm an idiot. You people murdered Wilson. That paper is the only thing that's keeping me alive.
I have my word.
No deal.
Do you really believe you have a choice? Carol, call Rodzansky. Make the usual arrangements. We will wait here.
Donnez-moi 80-36, s'il vous plaît. C'est ça. Merci.
Carol.
Yes.
Tell me something, will I like Rodzansky?
By this time, Larry Fielding realizes that he's been used. That he was never supposed to bring Dave Wilson a paper telling the location of the Lancer jewel collection. But his discoveries have only added to his dilemma. He was quick-witted enough to realize that his only hope was to hide the paper, because that slip of paper is his last resort. We'll be back shortly with Act 3.
Breakfast in the morning, Kellogg's has that wholesome taste to get you up and grinning.
This is Jerry Crawford for Kellogg's Special K. We've been having some fun in our television and radio commercials by using a ball and chain to symbolize the slight overweight problem common to so many of us. We point out that being a few pounds overweight is just a little more difficult for you. Climbing stairs, just walking around, even sitting down can feel, well, like you're wearing a ball and chain. In case you missed the message, it's this. If you really want to get rid of that extra weight, you really have to work at it by exercising and with sensible meals like the Special K breakfast. A 1-ounce bowl of Special K, America's favorite high-protein cereal, 4 ounces of skim milk, tomato juice, and coffee, less than 240 calories, nutritious, and by the way, delicious. So why not begin each day with a Special K breakfast and then keep up the good work? Special K can't help you lose weight all by itself, but it really is a good start.
Hi, I'm Hal Linden. There's a lot of talk these days about America's energy crisis. Talk about doing without heat, about doing without our cars, about what's going to happen if we run out of fuel. Well, we may not have to run out of fuel if we all work together to conserve the fuel we have. That means turning your thermostats down to 68 degrees during the day and turning them down to 60 at night. It means turning off lights, TV sets, and electrical appliances the minute we're finished with them. It means driving no faster than 50, starting or joining carpools, avoiding the kind of stop-and-go motoring that eats up gas by the gallon. In short, it means saving every ounce of energy we can, every chance we get. So please, do your part to make the fuel supply stretch a little further. For your own sake, don't be selfish, don't be foolish, don't be fuelish.
This message from the Federal Energy Office and the Advertising Council.
Newspaperman Larry Fielding sits waiting in his Paris hotel room, closely guarded by 3 members of the Russian secret police and the beautiful American girl, Carol Johnson. They are waiting for a man named Rodzansky, who might very well be, for all Fielding knows, his executioner.
You know we mean to obtain the paper. Rodzansky is a doctor and a chemist. He'll be here shortly. You will be put to sleep painlessly. You'll be taken from here in an ambulance to a safe place,
And there you will be injected with sodium pentothal, Fielding. You will tell us.
Look, I don't suppose you'll tell me what's so important about this piece of paper?
You have heard of the SAM-6 missiles, the surface-to-air weapons with deadly accuracy that we have developed and which were used so successfully in minor wars in Asia and the Middle East?
Yes, I've heard of them.
Good. We learned that someone whose identity we still seek has invented a jamming device which would render the SAM-6 almost worthless. We don't believe that any such system can be invented, but we do not take chances. We have reason to believe that the piece of paper that you carried away from Professor Teals has the information for building such a device. That will be Rojansky. Carol, admit him.
Of course. Come in, Doctor. This is the patient.
Now, look, I really don't think this is necessary.
It will be easier if you don't fuss, young man.
I don't intend to make...
Hold him. Now, his arm. Hold it still.
Good. You brought a stretcher?
Of course. There. He'll be under in a moment, so we can leave. What is this? Gendarmes?
It has nothing to do with us. We are taking a sick man to the hospital. Put this stretcher into the ambulance. Quickly.
I must apologize, but we received a report from the hotel concierge that there was a dead man here.
Absurd, Inspector. This is Dr. Jansky. The doctor will explain this to you, Inspector.
This man became suddenly quite ill. I gave him a sedative to quiet him, and we're now taking him to the Lefebvre nursing home, as you can see by the ambulance.
You say he is alive?
Very much so. See for yourself.
Mon Dieu. I know this man.
Inspector, he must receive medical attention.
Of course. But I suggest that instead of taking him to the nursing home, he go instead to the police hospital.
That's ridiculous. He's my patient.
I am afraid I must insist. This young man has most recently been released from jail, where we were holding him on a charge of murder.
If he has been released, then
Released, yes. But he has not been completely cleared, so... Laurent, be gone. Take this man to the police hospital.
Did you get a report?
Yes.
And?
He'll be conscious in an hour.
And he will talk?
I'm sure of that.
He will scream to see Colonel Blake, and then your cover is blown, and the whole operation goes fooey.
What do we do?
Silence him.
But what about the papers?
We will be faulted for that, of course, but if we do not have it, neither do the Americans. Who do we have in the police hospital?
Only Leclerc.
A weakling. But he can admit Rojansky.
Rojansky's a doctor. He doesn't need Leclerc to admit him. He can visit his patient openly.
Thank you, my dear. I visit Fielding and he dies shortly thereafter. That idea does not appeal to me.
We have to do something.
You are both right. Carol, you will be his first visitor when he regains consciousness.
No.
Yes, Carol. Rojansky, give her your hypodermic kit.
I don't have to do this, and I won't.
You would prefer that in my report I mention your failure with Fielding when you had some hours alone with him?
I'll go.
That is wise. Rojansky, give her the syringe.
Here.
Quickly. The car is waiting. And Carol, if you should decide, or even think about changing sides, it would be most unwise. You know, the French police are still most interested in the person who murdered Wilson.
You awake now, Larry?
Oh, no.
Wake up and listen to me, Larry.
What?
You've got to listen. Try to understand me.
Wait a minute. What kind of a place is this?
You're safe. It's a police hospital.
All right, but how did you get in here? Where's Rodzansky?
Look, I can understand how you feel and why you don't trust me, but the truth really is that I am a double agent.
Oh.
Do you understand what a double agent is?
As near as I can figure out, a double agent is somebody working for two different sides.
Yes.
And neither side trusts them.
Oh.
You know, that fits you to a T. You might just be telling the truth.
I am. I really work for Colonel Blake, as I told you. The Russians know it. They think I've infiltrated the U.S. military intelligence. But in fact...
Yes, I know. You've really done just the opposite.
Yes.
Worked your way into the Russian apparatus.
Exactly. Oh, Larry, how can I make you believe me?
You can't.
Listen, you were deliberately recruited. The reason you lost your job was because we got in touch with your boss. He agreed to go along. The men who jumped you were part of the setup so that Wilson could save you.
Hey, now, wait a minute. But that doesn't prove a thing. You could have learned all that working for Blake and still be with the other side and...
Oh...
And wait, now, speaking of Wilson, how about getting him killed?
I tried to warn him, but there wasn't enough time. It was either go along with that or blow my cover and endanger the whole operation.
And when I wanted to give the plans to Blake, you objected.
Same problem if I went with you to Blake or you went to him after we had talked. My cover was blown.
Now, and suppose I had given you the plans. How would that have changed the situation?
We would have had a phony copy that I would have delivered to Igor and everything would have been fine. And there's still time for me to do that. If you will just believe me and tell me where the plans are.
I'd like to believe you. I really would.
Please. Where are they, Larry?
Get me to Blake.
It's too dangerous. Look, you see this.
Yeah, it's a hypodermic.
It's death. Igor sent me here with this to kill you. Now, do you believe me?
Wait a minute. If you don't kill me, and I guess you don't intend to, what will Igor and his friends think? Isn't your cover blown then anyway?
Could be, but if I come back with the plans and say that I got them out of you without having to kill you, there's a chance they'll believe me. Well?
I'm thinking. Who are you?
One of the hospital guards, monsieur.
Oh.
Mademoiselle, you have been here some time. How is the patient?
Guard.
Yes, monsieur?
Call Colonel Blake at U.S. Military Intelligence. Tell him I've got to see him right away on a matter of the utmost urgency.
Colonel Blake?
Colonel Blake.
I will inform my superior.
Now, you don't have to inform anyone. Just call him.
Yes, monsieur. The Major will be disappointed you have not followed instructions.
You are a fool. I would have had the information if you hadn't come in when you did.
I know what you were ordered to do.
What? What's this?
A moment of truth, I'm afraid, Larry.
Oh, I know how highly the Major regards you, mademoiselle. But I also know what he thinks of me. Tonight will change that. Give me that syringe.
Here, right in your arm.
Oh, you traitor. I knew.
Carol, you were telling me the truth.
Yes. Yes, I was. And I had to kill him. To make you see it. Where is the paper, please?
In my hotel room.
Oh, aren't you ever going to stop playing games? You know your room was searched.
Let me get dressed and I'll show you.
If it's not here, there's going to be the devil to pay.
Don't worry, it's here.
Now I'm the one who has to be shown. Trained operatives from 2 special branches went over this room with everything except Geiger counters.
Okay.
Where are we going?
The bathroom.
That was searched, too.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Oh, we went through that cabinet.
Did you now? What do you see?
Towels, paper tissues, some of your toilet articles. We took your razor apart.
And what else?
A roll of toilet tissue, unopened.
And as the French say, mademoiselle, voila.
Oh.
And now we unroll this toilet tissue and keep unrolling it, and...
Oh, my God. Where did you learn to open a package and reseal it like that?
When I was a kid, I was the best clerk in Roscoe's shipping department.
Oh, thanks. It was nice knowing you. I really mean that, Larry.
Hey, wait a minute. Surely I've earned the right to buy you dinner.
I'd like to.
Well, you'd better, or I'll start doing some talking.
Blackmail?
You said it.
All right. I'll meet you at Les Deux Magots at 10:30.
No way. Let's try the right bank, La Rotonde.
That's a date. I'll see you.
You better be there.
Shirts, ties. Yes, I think that's everything. Come. Oh, it's you, Rojansky. Are you coming with me?
I am staying.
Then we shall say goodbye. I do not have much time. The plane from Moscow leaves at...
I do not think you'll be taking the plane.
Are you insane? You know I've been recalled.
Not precisely.
What do you mean, not precisely?
Moscow feels you have bungled badly.
So? It's not the first time that an operation has been...
First, you were duped by the American girl. You know she was a double agent?
I know now. Did you know before she killed Leclerc?
I was not in charge at that time.
At that time?
Now there are 2 murders that cannot be hushed up. The French police must have a murderer to satisfy the public.
Then give them Carol.
I only wish that we could. They want you. You have been chosen to be the murderer. I am replacing you as the head of the section.
Ridiculous. I won't remain quiet. I have a lot I could and will say to the authorities if Moscow abandons me. Now you listen to me, Rojansky.
I have no time to listen.
Rojansky, wait. Don't...
Igor, you should be pleased to know that your dying will serve a good cause.
I'm sorry I'm late, but there were loose ends that had to be cleared up.
Well, I thought maybe you decided against coming.
Oh.
After all, your job here is finished.
Well, yes.
Sit down, sir. Now that the Russians know you, there's nothing for you to do. It would be suicide to try to, huh?
Oh, well, there are other things for me.
Sure. Like getting married to a lovesick newspaper man, settling down, raising a family.
I take it I'm your first Matahari.
Mm-hmm. First and only.
Well, Larry, we're very different from other women. In our business, you pay dues. And they're heavy payments.
I don't get it.
I'm talking about sitting at another cafe on the left bank. Sitting and knowing that an agent named Wilson was going to be killed. Clumsily trying to warn him, and finally deciding that his death was the way it had to be. Larry, that's a big payment.
But you can forget about it now. It wasn't your fault.
No, forget about that and forget about Leclerc.
Well, you had to...
You see, it's even hard for you to say. I had to kill him. No, Larry, I have to keep on to justify those things.
But, Carol, listen...
Bye, Larry. Thanks for the champagne.
But our dinner, I've ordered dinner. At least have dinner with me.
Oh, we both know what I have to do. If I ever change my mind, I promise I'll come running.
Larry Fielding sat in La Rotonde and watched her walk away. He knew she was walking out of his life. For a moment, he toyed with the idea of running after her and joining her world of spies. He flirted with the idea that he might even be some sort of an American James Bond. But then, the waiter brought the dinner. And to his surprise, he was hungry. And that realization made him wonder about whether or not he was truly in love. I'll be back shortly.
Who knows how to help you solve your shopping problems? Your Better Business Bureau knows.
I saw this perfectly darling mirror in the showroom, so I bought it. But when the truck came, they delivered this thing I never saw before. Now what am I going to do?
I'll tell you what to do, madam.
But who are you?
I'm the man from the Better Business Bureau. Now, the first thing to do is to call the store manager and tell him what happened. But in the future, When your merchandise is delivered, you should examine the item before the delivery truck leaves. And if it's to be delivered from a warehouse, have a clear understanding with the dealer that unless it is the same as the sample shown to you, you will not accept it or pay for it.
Oh, thank you.
Just part of my job, madam, to help people with their shopping problems.
Back in New York, Larry Fielding returned to his old job. An old friend and boss, Horace Finley, who was curious about what had happened in Paris. Finley kept pressing Larry to tell him about his Parisian adventure. Finally, Larry said, "I'll tell you, Horace. In Paris, the food was good." Our cast included William Redfield, Joan Loring, Roger DeKoven, Ian Martin, and Chris Gampel. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
I really killed that boy, you know? What did you say? I killed him, Mr. Murray. I waited for him in the hallway the next day, and I grabbed him. He was a scrawny kid. It was like ringing in the neck of a chicken. I'd do the same thing again, Mr. Murray, to the next guy who bothers my wife. They've got to learn.
You lied to me. Every stinking word you told me was a lie.
Don't be sore, Mr. Murray. I couldn't tell you the truth, could I? I mean, you wouldn't have taken the case, would you?
Yes. I would have taken the case and told you to plead guilty with cause.
No, I wanted you to get me off, and that's what you did.
Look,
I've got to go now, Mr. Murray. I just want to say thanks again.
Oh, you think it's that simple? You think you can just walk out of here?
Melanie's waiting for me. She likes to eat dinner early. The girl's always hungry. So long, Mr. Murray.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by new sugar-free Diet 7-Up. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Radio Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
WDAF, Kansas City, Missouri. Dick Falvey, WDAF local news at 11 o'clock at International Airport now. Temperature up to 63, and it's mostly cloudy. The amended forecast, newly revised for the remainder of tonight, chance for thunderstorms, possibly heavy at times. Low in the upper 50s, partly cloudy with showers ending on Sunday, high in the low 70s. The amended forecast reads flash flood watch tonight. A flash flood watch for the Kansas City metropolitan area. A meeting is scheduled for 10:30 tomorrow morning to decide whether a major construction strike will begin in metropolitan Kansas City on Tuesday. Carl Rogers of the Teamsters Union says business agents of the 10 unions involved will be on hand. The Builders Association rejected a proposed contract yesterday. The old contract expired on March 31st. 10 young persons were arrested last night in a drug raid in Trenton, Missouri by Grundy County Sheriff's officers and the Highway Patrol. Sheriff Forrest Fisher said the raid on a Trenton residence resulted in confiscation of marijuana and drug paraphernalia. WDAF News Time, 11 o'clock.
News of the hour on the hour from American Information Radio. This is Dan Streeter from New York, and at this hour, published reports say the Senate Watergate Committee's investigation of a $100,000 contribution to the Nixon re-election campaign by Howard Hughes has been blocked by the Internal Revenue Service. An attorney for the Senate committee suggests that the IRS has succumbed to pressure from the White House. Vice President Ford says the Democrats are trying to exploit the Watergate scandal against the GOP. Speaking to California Republican officials in San Jose this afternoon, Ford said,
"Let me point out what would happen if we don't stand together, if we don't bring people together. You could have a legislative dictatorship in the Congress, which would obviate the influence of the White House, would obviate to some extent the influence and the impact of the judicial system.
Ford does admit that election defeats already suffered by the GOP this year are discouraging. Shut down at Silver Bay. That story coming up.
We live in an age in which most handicaps can be dramatically reduced. The almost blind can be helped to see, and the almost deaf can be helped to hear. Retarded children can be taught to work and play with other children, and in many cases, to read and learn an occupation that will give them independence and a better life. Nearly 7 million American children have learning handicaps of one kind or another, and many parents don't know where or even how to look for schools with special education programs. Special education can help a child overcome his particular learning problems, whether physical, mental, or emotional. If you have a child with a learning problem, or know of such a child, you can find out, free, the location of special education programs or facilities in your state. Just write Closer Look, Box 1492, Washington, D.C., 20013. That's Closer Look, Box 1492, Washington, D.C.
The Reserve Mining Company is shutting down its processing plant at Silver Bay, Minnesota, throwing 3,200 employees out of work. But the shutdown is a victory for environmentalists. Correspondent Ron Miller has been covering the story and has a report from Chicago.
The Reserve mining trial in Minneapolis has been called the most important environmental case of the century. The trial has dragged on for almost 9 months, with testimony focusing on the health hazards created by Reserve's methods of waste disposal. The company has dumped 67,000 tons of waste into Lake Superior every day. Government experts testified that waste contained amosite asbestos fibers, which could later be found in the drinking water of Duluth and several adjoining communities. To the very end of the trial, the mining firm, which is owned by Armco and Republic Steel Companies, denied its waste disposal methods created any threat to public health. But federal Judge Miles Lord called the company's position preposterous and ordered the plant closed. Ron Miller, ABC News, Chicago.
The Reserve Mining Company said tonight it would appeal the shutdown order. A federal energy official in Spokane, Washington, says much of the oil that will initially flow through the Trans-Alaska Pipeline will be exported. Jack Robertson says that in the early years of the Alaska Pipeline's operation, West Coast oil refineries won't have the capacity to process all of the oil that they'll be receiving. Louisiana voters apparently have approved a new state constitution. This would be Louisiana's 11th constitution, more than any other state. A new Gallup poll shows that a majority of Americans are still opposed to amnesty for Vietnam draft evaders. However, the Gallup poll says the opposition has shrunk in the past year from 67% to 58%. The Saigon Military Command says communist forces have cut off 1,000 South Vietnamese reinforcements trying to reach a besieged ranger base 35 miles northwest of Saigon. The South Vietnamese force has suffered many casualties. Secretary of State Kissinger addressed the Organization of American States in Atlanta at noon Saturday and said the U.S. was launching a good partner policy. This is Information Radio News.
From the Kurt Mears Sports Desk, in NBA playoff activity, Milwaukee over Chicago 113-90, leading the best of 7 series 3-0. In the National Hockey League playoffs, Philadelphia 3, New York 0. In the American Baseball League, Kansas City defeated Chicago 7-3. In the National Baseball League, it was St. Louis over Montreal 10-4. The Kansas City forecast for the rest of tonight, a chance of thunderstorms with a flash flood watch included. Possible heavy thunder shower activity at times, a low in the upper 50s. Partly cloudy with showers ending on Sunday, a high in the low 70s. Partly cloudy and cool Sunday night, low in the 40s. Partly sunny on Monday, a high around 70. Now at International Airport, it's up to 63 degrees and mostly cloudy. Dick Fatherly, WDAF News.
Join the fun tomorrow, 1 to 6 at North Hills Bank, grand opening of the Parvin Park facility at 4300 Northeast Parvin Road. Free frisbees, balloons, and more. Don't miss it. Member FDIC.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the sound of suspense. Welcome to the fear you can hear. Welcome to the world of terrifying imagination. This is a tale about justice, about the lady who stands over the criminal courthouses of America with a blindfold over her eyes. Of course, the blindfold represents impartiality, not faulty vision. But yet, there are occasions when justice seems to be looking the other way. And that's something which bothers Attorney Ned Murray very much indeed.
He's getting away with murder, Tony. And maybe he'll get away with another one.
Maybe there's an answer.
What?
I've been waiting a long time to figure out what I could do for you, Ned. What kind of favor might be important to you? Now I know.
Tony, you're thinking about killing Rydell.
Our mystery drama, After the Verdict, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Henry Slessor and stars Tony Roberts. It is sponsored in part by new sugar-free Diet 7-Up and by the Kellogg Company, makers of Kellogg's Special K cereal. I'll be back shortly with Act 1.
And now, another story of the ball and chain, as Kellogg's Special K presents The Library.
Welcome to the public library. May I help you, sir?
Yes, I'd like to check out... I'd like to check out Famous Laundromats of the World by Audrey Schnorbart.
Sir, excuse me, but isn't that ball and chain you're wearing just like the ones they use in the Kellogg's Special K commercial?
This ball and chain?
Yes, that one. How are you going to get rid of it?
Well, you know, lots of good exercises, and by eating smart at every meal, starting with the Special K breakfast.
Don't you have to watch your calories?
Yes, and the Special K breakfast is less than 240 calories.
Less than 240 calories?
Right. A 1-ounce bowl of high-protein Special K, 4 ounces of skim milk, tomato juice, and coffee. It's really tasty, and it's going to help me get rid of this ball and chain. I'd say it's long overdue, get it?
Your happy ending could begin with the Special K breakfast from Kellogg's.
Who knows how to help you solve your shopping problems? The Better Business Bureau knows.
Wednesday, 10 o'clock. I'm back at the office working on the case when my secretary brings me the mail. Thanks, kid. The usual stuff. Then I see it. It's addressed to me, resident. Inside, a fake rabbit's foot. The pitch, a $2 donation or send back the rabbit's foot. My problem? What to do about it.
I'll help you with good advice from the Better Business Bureau.
Oh, yeah? Spill it.
If you receive unordered merchandise in the mail, you are under no obligation to return it or pay for it.
Thanks, pal. You're okay.
Just another consumer tip from your Better Business Bureau.
What better place to begin a story about justice than in a courtroom? This one is packed today because it's the day the jury is going to return its verdict in the case of the People versus Louis Rydell. That's Rydell over there, the thin man with the burning eyes. See the way he searches the face of every juror who takes his or her place in the jury box? It's only natural, of course, because Louis Rydell had been charged with murder. Shh, quiet now. Presiding Judge Lincoln Arthur is about to speak.
The foreman of the jury will please rise. Has the jury reached a verdict in this case?
We have, Your Honor.
Please read your verdict to the court.
We find the defendant, Louis Rydell, not guilty. Mr. Murray!
Congratulations, Lou. I'm very happy.
You're happy. How do you think I feel? Hey, come on, let's get out of this place. Let's celebrate, huh?
Let's pick up my wife and have a ball.
Well, I don't think I can. I promised my boss that I'd go down.
You don't care about your boss. You want to see that daughter of his. Okay, we'll make it a foursome.
I can't, Lou. I'm sorry.
Come on, Counselor.
Melanie's got a cab waiting outside.
Boy, did I read those faces wrong. I thought, that's a hanging jury if ever I saw one.
The only one I was worried about was that little old lady with the blue hair.
You just can't tell about a jury from their faces. My last case, well, I thought they all looked friendly, but I lost.
You won this one, Mr. Murray. I bet that boss of yours is real pleased. I mean, all this publicity that you got. Well, you're a regular Clarence Darrow.
Look, Lou, we don't really have to talk about the fee settlement now. Why don't you and Melanie just go out and drink up a couple of bottles of champagne?
Oh, Lou doesn't drink, Mr. Murray. Lou doesn't have any vices. Do you, Lou?
I want to get the money settled, Counselor. Melanie here doesn't like to hear about money. She just likes to spend it. We'll drop her off at home.
Hey, you promised to take me someplace.
Wait for me at home, Pumpkin.
Oh.
Daddy will be there just as soon as he settles things with his lawyer. Okay?
What choice do I have?
I'll be home in an hour or two, and we'll go out to dinner. Just stay in the apartment, and don't open the door to anyone. And if you have to open the door, wear some clothes, baby. Huh? Yeah, this is a nice little office you got here, Mr. Murray. Only, strikes me as kind of small, isn't it?
It's big enough, Lou.
I mean, compared to that big office down the hall, Mr. Ostrow's.
Mr. Ostrow is the senior partner of this firm, Lou.
Well, maybe when you marry his daughter. You are going to marry that chick, aren't you?
Let's get down to business, okay?
I mean, the way she was hanging around that courtroom every day of the trial, I figured she was pretty stuck on you.
Lou, this meeting was your idea. You said you could manage to pay about $150 a month, and that's perfectly fine with me.
Sure, Mr. Murray, anything you say.
We could have settled this in the taxi.
I guess they just didn't want to face Melanie for a couple of hours. They needed an excuse. You understand?
I suppose so.
She's beautiful, isn't she?
Mrs. Rydell? No, yes, she's very lovely.
She can't help herself, you know. The way men bother her all the time. They look at her and right away they get ideas. It's not her fault.
No.
She's not smart about it, though. She doesn't know the way men think. Like the way she answers the door sometimes in that sloppy housecoat. She gives people ideas. Like that kid Yost. I feel sorry for that kid, you know?
I know you do. It's just too bad that he got himself mugged the day after you threw him out of the house. You wouldn't have gone through all this. You wouldn't be owing me $150 a month.
Yeah, I feel sorry for him. Kid delivers the groceries every day, gets the same eyeful every day. His tongue must have been hanging out.
Lou, I really have to get on home. I've got a party at my boss's house tonight.
But just the same, I'd do it again. That's the way I am. When a guy touches my wife, I get a red fire in my brain and I can't stop myself. Now, I owe you a lot, Mr. Murray. More than money.
Well, forget it. Just learn to keep your temper.
I really killed that boy, you know?
What did you say?
I killed him, Mr. Murray. I waited for him in the hallway the next day, and I grabbed him. He was a scrawny kid. It was like wringing in the neck of a chicken. I'd do the same thing again, Mr. Murray, to the next guy who bothers my wife. They've got to learn. Well, you better go now. Melanie's waiting for me.
You lied to me. Every stinking word you told me was a lie.
Don't be sore, Mr. Murray. I couldn't tell you the truth, could I? I mean, you wouldn't have taken the case, would you?
Yes! I would have taken the case and told you to plead guilty with cause.
No, that wouldn't have been any good. I wanted you to get me off, and that's what you did.
Look,
I've got to go now, Mr. Murray. I just want to say thanks again.
Oh, you think it's that simple? You think you can just walk out of here?
Melanie's waiting for me. She likes to eat dinner early. The girl's always hungry. So long, Mr. Murray.
Oh, my God.
Light on the ride, more on the...
Ned!
Ned, for the love of Mike, where you been?
Sorry I'm so late, Mr. Ostrom.
Who do you think this party's for, anyway? Well, come in. Karen's going out of her brain waiting for you to get here.
So it looks like quite a crowd.
Well, they're all in your pocket tonight now, Ned. All right, everybody, hold it. Here's the man we've all been waiting for. Ned Murray, folks. Greatest trial lawyer since Clarence... since Harry Ostrom. All right, come on, Ned. Karen's over here.
Ned!
Hi, darling.
Where in the world have you been? The party started 2 hours ago.
I just lost track of the time, that's all.
Must be love, if you ask me.
All right, I'll see you kids later.
Ned, come into the kitchen for a minute. No, it's full of servants. Come into the bedroom.
Now, that's an offer I can't refuse. Well, what did you have in mind?
Give you one guess. Oh, darling, I'm so proud of you. You were so wonderful.
That kiss was pretty wonderful.
Father says that you were everything he used to be in the courtroom, and there's no higher praise he can give than that.
Look, let's forget about the trial. It's over.
Oh, no, I don't want to forget about it, Ned. I'm just so thrilled with the way you handled the case. That man Rydell seems so guilty.
But there's too much fuss about all this, Karen.
Father said that if you could win this case, you could do anything. That it would mean a lot of business to the firm. Do you know what I think? He's not going to wait on that promise about the junior partnership. I think he's going to do something about it right now.
Are you serious?
Don't tell him what I said, but I'm sure of it. Ned, you'll have to stop making excuses pretty soon, lover. You'll have to name the day. Oh, for heaven's sake.
It's probably your father wanting me to join the party.
Hiya, Ned. Ostrow told me you were here.
Tony, for the love of Mike, I haven't seen you in ages.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, hey, I am sorry. I didn't know you had somebody with you.
It's all right, Mr. Igo. I was just going to fix my makeup. See you later, darling.
Yes, sure. Tony, I don't think I ever saw you at Ostrow's before.
Yeah, you know me, Ned. I don't like to mix with all these big shots. Hey, you still talk to ordinary people? Big celebrity like you, huh?
I'll talk to you anytime, Tony.
Listen, I was in court today. I've been there the last 4 days. Bet you didn't even notice, huh?
That was nice of you. Busy man like you.
Well, I got a personal interest. You know that.
Sure. Tony...
I was real glad you won, kid. Reminded me all over again what you did for me 2 years ago. Getting me off that murder rap. It was like seeing the whole thing again.
It wasn't the same, Tony. For one thing, you didn't kill it. I mean, come on, let's go out and get a drink.
Not for me. Since I seen you last, I got me an ulcer. That's the price of success, you know, in my business, just like yours.
That's too bad.
You know something, Ned? You don't look so healthy yourself.
I'm okay.
You look great in that courtroom, only now, you don't look like a guy who won a case. You look like a loser.
I'm just tired. Let down, you know.
Yeah, sure. Hey, look, Ned, you remember what I told you once, huh? You got any troubles you can't handle, I want to hear about them. You got a favor coming from me, and it bothers me not to pay off.
That was a long time ago. You don't owe me anything.
I keep good books. Don't tell me who I owe. Hey, go on, Ned. Find that girl of yours. Maybe she can cheer you up, huh?
Tell you the truth, Tony, I need a couple of minutes all by myself. You know how it is. Huh?
Yeah, sure. I know how it is. Sometimes too much is too much.
Yeah, that's right.
See you around later, kid. Okay?
Yeah, later. Sometimes too much is too much.
I really killed that boy, you know.
He killed him, and I let him get away with it.
I killed him, Mr. Murray.
Oh, God.
I'll do the same thing again to the next guy who bothers my wife. I'll do the same thing, Mr. Murray. The same thing.
Murray.
Hello, Mrs. Rydell.
Oh, well, Lou isn't home, you know. Oh, he went to see Mr. Fleming about going back to the company.
I knew he wasn't home. May I come in anyway?
Oh, yeah, sure. Look, do you think Lou will have any trouble? I mean, getting his old job back? You know, he was their best salesman before the trouble happened. They won't hold it against him, will they?
I don't know. I want to ask you a few things.
Yeah? Oh, well, sure.
Mrs. Rydell, before the trial, you told me your husband was the jealous type.
Yeah, that's right.
But you said there was never any reason for his jealousy.
But do we have to go through that again? The trial's over, isn't it?
Please, it's more important than you think.
Why?
This delivery boy, Yost. I tried to underplay Lou's anger about him in court, but he was really pretty sore about the pass he made at you, wasn't he?
But I told you all that. Yes, Lou was sore. Sore. He was crazy. I didn't even want to tell him about the kid because I was afraid he'd... Well, you know...
Mrs. Rydell, the trial is over, just as you said. Nobody can charge Lou with the same crime again. That's the law in this state. So you've got nothing to lose by telling me the absolute truth.
About what?
Lou did kill that boy, didn't he?
Hey!
He waited for him the next day and choked him to death.
That's a dirty lie. How could you, of all people...
All right. Maybe you didn't know the truth. Maybe you believed your husband the way I did.
You get out of here, mister.
Please, I'm not through. The reason I know this is because Lou told me himself yesterday in my office. Lou isn't going to change because of the trial. He's an insanely jealous man, and he might very well do the same thing again.
Oh, you're awful. I thought you were so nice, Mr. Murray, but you're terrible.
I had to let you know how things are with Lou. He got away with murder, and that makes me sick to my stomach. There's not much I can do about it, but maybe you can do something, Mrs. Rydell.
Me?
You can be careful. Do you understand?
No.
You've got to make sure he never has any reason to be jealous.
Listen, if you think I play around...
Even if he misunderstands your behavior, somebody else might get Lou's hands around his throat. It might even be easier for him the next time. He got away with it once. Please, Mrs. Rydell, for his sake. All right, for mine. Don't make your husband kill again.
I don't know about you, but I think Mr. Murray's request is very reasonable. The only problem, of course, is exactly how reasonable Lou Rydell is. There's something about the man's eyes, the way his hands twitch. Personally, I don't think it would be a very good idea to wink at Mrs. Rydell. I'll return shortly with Act 2.
Oh, somebody's been drinking my sugar-free diet 7-Up, and it's all gone.
Oh, actually, I saved a little.
Oh, a bear!
Hiya, Goldie. What's brewing?
That's Miss Goldilocks to you.
Oh, come on, kid. You mean you don't remember me? The cottage, the 3 chairs, the porridge?
Baby bear!
In the fur. Been a long time, Goldie.
But Baby bear!
Just call me BB.
You drank all the sugar-free diet 7-Up, and I have to conduct another diet drink taste test today.
Well, yeah, I saw the sign on the door, a professional taste tester, huh?
But how can I conduct my taste test now?
Why bother? I tried those other diet drinks, too. You'll notice there's still plenty of them around. Why not ask me?
Well, okay, BB. Tell me, why did you drink all the sugar-free diet 7-Up?
I like the taste. Light, fresh, natural. Sugar-free diet 7-Up is definitely unbearably delicious.
Mm-hmm.
People can reach, people can touch, people can help, people so much.
If you can remember World War II, you can remember when people spoke about cancer in a whisper. Once it was known someone had cancer. Nobody talked about it. I'm Paul Newman. Today we talk about cancer quite openly, except for one form of it. The one nobody likes to talk about still. Cancer of the colon and rectum. It's the most common form of internal cancer. Yet doctors estimate 3 out of 4 patients could be saved by early detection and treatment. That means when you have
your regular health checkup, especially if you're over 40. Talk to your doctor about a Procto. Fight cancer with a checkup and a generous check when your American Cancer Society volunteer calls. Cancer Crusaders. People who care about people. And now here's Act 2 of After the Verdict. It's a bright, sunny morning. The kind of morning that fills promising young men like Ned Murray with enthusiasm for life. After all, he has everything going for him. A fine career ahead, marriage to a lovely young lady who also happens to be the boss's daughter. And even if his recent triumph has turned a bit sour, it was still a triumph, wasn't it? But as Ned Murray goes to see Harry Ostrow, he finds the sun isn't shining in the big corner office. The shades are drawn. His boss's face is a thundercloud.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Ostrow?
Yes. Come in and shut the door.
Hello, Mr. Murray. Nice to see you again.
Oh, hello, Lou. What are you doing here?
Mr. Rydell's told me something I find hard to believe, Ned. I said he must be mistaken, but he swears it's true. Did you go to see Mrs. Rydell yesterday?
Yes.
Why did you think it was necessary to do that?
I had something I wanted to tell her. It was strictly an unofficial visit.
You told her I was guilty. You went up there deliberately just to frighten her. I ought to sue you for what you did, Mr. Murray. Lawyer or no lawyer.
What kind of nonsense is this, Ned? You didn't say any such thing, did you? Well, did you?
Yes, sir, I did.
What?
I didn't go there to frighten her, just to warn her. Right after the trial, Mr. Rydell here obliged me with a nice little confession. A little late, I'm afraid.
Confession? What are you talking about?
That's a lie. I don't know what you've got against me, Mr. Murray, but I never heard of a lawyer behaving like this. I didn't kill that boy. The jury said so.
And Ned, please, this is all so ridiculous.
Mr. Rydell put it very bluntly. He said he killed Yost. He said he'd kill again if another Yost came along.
You can't do that. It's over. The trial's over. They can't put me through this again. They can't.
No, Mr. Rydell, of course they can't. There's nothing to get excited about. Mr. Murray just misunderstood you, that's all.
I read him loud and clear. I knew I couldn't get him back in a courtroom because of double jeopardy, but I thought if I went to the DA, he'd be a lot more careful with his hands the next time.
I'll sue you. I'll sue this whole firm for slander. You hear that, Ostrow?
Now, please, Ned. Apologize to Mr. Rydell. Tell him you didn't mean it.
Apologize? Yes, I should apologize to the state for saving his skin.
Ned, you listen to me now. I don't know what went on between you and this man, and I don't care. But he's a client, understand? My client, even if you handle the case. And there's such a thing as lawyer-client privilege.
Since when does it include murder?
Shut up and listen to me. Anything you do reflects on me, on the way I run this firm. Mr. Rydell got a fair trial under law.
Better than fair.
Yes. And the jury acquitted him. That's all we have to know. You don't have any right to violate any confidences he made to you. Didn't they teach you that in law school?
They taught me something else. They taught me that a lawyer's main concern was for justice.
You talk about justice, huh? Go talk to that hoodlum buddy of yours, Tony Igo. If there was justice, you think that crook would be walking around loose?
Tony was innocent of that murder charge.
Because the jury said so. And they said the same thing about Mr. Rydell here. And that's that, my boy. Understand?
Who is it? Oh, for Pete's sake. Can't they let a guy get some rest in his own home?
Well, have I caught you with the blonde?
You caught me with a bottle.
And just in time, obviously. Well, the least I can do is make sure you don't drink alone.
Not enough for the two of us.
Even if I give you this?
What is it?
A present. Open it. It's that pipe you were so crazy about. The one with the ivory carving. I was saving it for some special occasion, but your birthday isn't for 6 months.
It's a beauty. If you're going to bribe me, I prefer cash.
Really? And I thought I'd use sex appeal. I understand that's surefire.
Excuse me, it's time for another drink. What's so funny?
The whole thing. You, Father. He told me about that scene in his office this morning. I wish I could have been there. Clarence Darrow versus William Jennings Bryan.
It wasn't. It was stupid versus childish, and all because of that...
All because of that silly man with the funny eyes. Honestly, Ned, I hope you won't make any more fuss about him.
I thought it was Daddy who was making the fuss.
Believe me, I think he feels just awful about the whole silly quarrel.
Yeah, I'll bet he does.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Ned, why would you want to spoil things now? All right, maybe that idiotic man did kill that grocery boy, but I'm not saying he didn't, but, well, wouldn't be the first time that a guilty man is dead.
It's the first time for me. Don't you understand that? The first time I ever got a guilty man off?
Was it really, darling? Well, that man
Tony was innocent.
Well, innocent of that crime, maybe, but what about all the others? He might have killed a dozen men before, or had them killed.
He wasn't being tried for killing a dozen men, only one. And he was innocent of that.
I should know better than to talk to you while you're drinking.
I'm going to the district attorney tomorrow, Karen. Even if it doesn't do a bit of good, I'll feel better for it.
Do you know what the DA will say? He'll say you're a fool.
I don't care.
You haven't got a shred of proof. Not a shred. And all the proof in the world wouldn't put Lou Rydell back on the stand. You know that, don't you? If you go to the DA tomorrow, you can find yourself another connection.
What? What was that?
Oh, I'm sorry, Ned, but he did say it. And I know my father. I know he never says anything he doesn't mean.
What about you, Karen? What about the connection between me and you?
I waited long enough for you to get serious about me, Ned. I can wait a little longer until you come to your senses.
And that's the real bribe, isn't it?
Hey, Ned! Open up, it's Tony! Hey!
What is that? What's all the racket about?
Come on, open up!
All right, take it easy, will you? Give a guy a chance. Tony, what the heck are you doing here?
Boy, you've really been working at it, kid.
Huh?
I'm an invited guest, remember? No, I guess you don't. About an hour ago, you called me up, told me to come have a drink with you. Well, here I am. Want to change your mind?
No. Come on in.
I told you, make mine ginger ale or something. I'll drink with you.
No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, Tony. That's about all I've got left. Just one more drink.
Hey. What is this, kid? This celebration going on a long time, ain't it?
I'm not celebrating now, Tony. Commiserating. That's the word, isn't it? It doesn't sound right. Commiserating.
Don't ask me. I never heard it before.
It means I'm feeling sorry for somebody.
For who?
For a dumb kid named of Yost. Dumb kid from the grocery.
You mean a kid that got killed?
Yeah, that's right. That got killed. Yeah. And you know who killed him?
How should I know?
Where's that drink? Oh, there it is. Here's the crime, Tony.
Put it down, Ned.
What?
You heard me. Put it down. You want to tell me your troubles? Okay, I'll put on a pot of coffee for both of us. That make you feel any better?
No.
Well, give it time.
Tony, were you listening to me? Did you hear what I told you?
Yeah, I heard you. This guy Rydell is a kookaboo.
He's getting away with murder, Tony. And maybe he'll get away with another one.
Nah, next time will be different. You'll know different from one thing.
Meantime, somebody gets killed.
Well, what's that to you? I'm sorry. Sir, I forgot the kind of guy I'm talking to.
What am I going to feel like when it happens, Tony?
Well, there must be some way to nail this crumb.
No, there isn't. The law protects him. Double jeopardy. A man can't be tried twice for the same crime. That's how it goes, Tony. One trial to a customer.
Yeah, it's a shame, all right. They hung better guys than that, and he's walking around free as air.
That's the law, Tony.
Yeah, the law. Okay, if it bothers you so much, stop him.
Yeah. Tell me how.
Everybody else has to pay the penalty, right? Why not him?
It's too late. It's too late, Tony.
For the law, maybe.
Huh?
Want some more coffee?
No.
I think I'll get myself a cup. Yeah, maybe there's an answer.
What?
I've been waiting a long time to figure out what I could do for you, Ned. What kind of favor might be important to you. Now I know.
How do you mean, favor?
Well, it won't be just for you. I'd be doing everybody a favor, the whole state, right? Only when it happens, I mean it for you, Ned. Remember that. Hey, it's good coffee. Well, see you around.
Tony, wait a minute.
Oh, it's getting late, kid. I have to go.
What was that you just said? What's in your mind?
Nothing. Come on, I did my good deed for day. Let me out of here now, huh?
I want to know what you meant by a favor.
You know what the word means.
You're thinking of killing Rydell.
Oh, you see too many movies.
Tony, don't be crazy. I don't want that kind of favor, understand?
Yeah, sure. Just let him loose, huh? So what if he gets away with murder, huh?
Killing him is no answer.
Sure, so let some other slobs get knocked off, huh? That's better.
I didn't mean all those things I said, Tony. You got the wrong idea.
This guy didn't kill a grocery boy. He's killing you too, buddy, and that's what I care about. But you got nothing to be afraid of. Nothing's gonna rub off on you. I know my business, just like you know yours. So long, kid.
Tony!
Usually it's a very good thing to have friends. Loyal friends who are always willing to do you a favor. But it looks as if Tony Igo is going to do a good deed by committing a very bad deed. The question is, can one murder avenge another? We'll find out shortly when we return with Act 3.
You've seen the Budweiser commercials on television, and maybe you've wondered how long people have been putting that famous Bud label on things. Well, not as long as the brewers of Bud have been putting things on the label. Things like a list of Bud's most important ingredients. Quote, brewed by our original process from the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt. And things like the following statement. This is the famous Budweiser beer. We know of no brand produced by any other brewer which costs so much to brew and age. Our exclusive Beechwood aging produces a taste, a smoothness, and a drinkability you'll find in no other beer at any price. Unquote. Yes, brewing beer right does make a difference. Read the Bud label. Taste the king of beers, and you'll agree, when you say Budweiser, you've said it all. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
You're 17. Well, that's plenty old. Old enough to know about things like grass and speed and acid and smack. We probably can't tell you anything about the stuff you haven't already heard, or maybe even found out for yourself. So we don't intend to give you any advice. He wouldn't listen. But the trouble is, neither will your kid brother. He doesn't know half of what you know. He doesn't know how dope can affect your body. He's never spent a violent night hugging a friend who was on a bad trip, or watch a guy nod off in class and fall to the floor. He's just a kid, and a real setup for anybody out there selling the stuff. We'd like to warn your little brother. Too bad he doesn't trust us. We can't get to him. But maybe you can.
an advertising council campaign.
Now, the last act of After the Verdict. Listen closely. Here's a sound we don't hear very often. Yes. What with all these electric clocks and digital clocks and electronic clocks, the good old-fashioned ticking that marks off the minutes and hours of the night is rarely heard. But tonight, Ned Murray is hearing that sound. Hearing it from a clock which normally purrs softly on his night table. But Ned's hearing is highly sensitive tonight. His brain is tuned like a high-frequency instrument, picking out the slightest vibrations, tuning in on voices he doesn't want to hear.
Sure, I killed that boy, Mr. Murray. I waited in the hallway and I grinned. It was like wringing the neck of a chicken. It won't be just for you, Ned. I'd be doing everybody a favor, the whole state, right?
Yes. That's true enough.
They hung better guys than that, and he's walking around free as air.
Yes.
Everybody has to pay the penalty, right? Why not him?
Yes. It's true. Why shouldn't he pay? A man is murdered. The murderer has to pay. Tony is right. He's right. Hello?
How are you, darling?
I'm all right. I'm in bed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you up?
No, I was just lying here.
You're not sick, are you?
No.
But it's only 10:30. I didn't think you went to bed so early.
I did tonight.
You're angry with me, aren't you?
No, Karen, I'm just tired. I drank too much.
Oh, I knew you'd do that. Ned, I'm so mixed up.
Well, what's there to be mixed up about? The choices are pretty clear, aren't they?
Are they? Not to me, they aren't. I don't think things are ever that simple, especially when it comes to law.
Just ask your father. He knows all about the law. He knows how to make money at it. That proves it.
That isn't fair, Ned.
No, I suppose it isn't.
Don't you remember what he used to say? That if the time ever comes when right and wrong are absolutely clear, there won't be any need for lawyers.
Your father didn't say that, Karen. He was quoting someone.
Who?
Judge Lincoln Arthur, as a matter of fact, the judge at Rydell's trial.
Well, it makes very good sense to me.
Yeah. Judge Arthur always made sense to me, too. Karen, do you mind if I hang up now?
Then you are angry.
No. It's just that I have to make a call. A very important call.
All right, Ned, but will you call me tomorrow?
Yes. If there is one. Good night, Karen. Information? Can you give me the number of Judge Lincoln Arthur?
Sure you don't want any wine, Ned?
No, Judge, thanks. I've sworn off that stuff for the duration of my life.
Sounds like you had yourself a party. Is that when you came up with this parable? Isn't that what you call it?
No, Judge. It's more like a riddle. A legal riddle. The only thing is, I already know the answer.
All right. Let's see if I know it.
It's about a lawyer. A criminal lawyer who defends somebody for murder and does it successfully. He's convinced of his client's innocence, understand? And that helps him get the acquittal. But right after the verdict, he makes a discovery that his client is guilty.
How does he make this discovery?
Is that important?
It might be. Was it on evidence that had appeared at the trial? Evidence he had misinterpreted or concealed unknowingly?
No. It was a confession.
How does he obtain this confession?
It's given to him, unsolicited by his clients.
Why?
I don't know. Perversity, pride, ego. Anyway, he knows the truth about his client. And he knows something worse. That the man is more than capable of committing a similar crime. In fact, he boasts of the possibility almost gleefully.
Any witnesses to this confession?
No. And when he's confronted with it, the client denies ever having made it.
You're not asking a legal question, Ned. I'm sure you know where your hypothetical lawyer stands legally. In the middle of nowhere. Is this a moral question, maybe?
Well, you might say that. I mean, if you were that lawyer, Judge, what would you do?
If I were that lawyer, Ned, and if I were your age, I suppose I'd do what you're doing now. I'd get angry. With my client, with myself, maybe even with the law. But if I were practicing now, I think I'd feel different.
How different?
I wouldn't feel anger. Only pity.
Pity? For a man like that?
Yes. Exactly for that kind of man. Man who feels a compulsion to confess must have felt a similar compulsion to kill. They're symptoms of the same disease, Ned. And if there's one thing the law has learned in this century, it's the ability to feel compassion for the emotionally disturbed.
Yeah, he's that all right, but that doesn't...
Ned, this parable of yours, you talking about Louis Rydell?
Yes.
He told you that he murdered Yost?
He did, I swear it. In my office, the same day of the verdict.
Oh, for God's sake, Ned, use your brains. Can't you see that the man's mentally ill? Everything points to it. He killed a boy just for putting an arm around his wife. He confesses when there's no need to confess. Is it worthwhile venting all this anger against such a man?
But he's dangerous. He'll do this again, Judge. If a man just looks cross-eyed at his wife, it'll be another excuse for murder.
If he had confessed this to you before the trial was over...
I would have demanded that he plead guilty. He'd be waiting to serve a life sentence right now.
And Ned, you're forgetting something.
What?
I was the judge at the trial. It was my prerogative to pass sentence, not yours.
It was first-degree murder, premeditated.
Ned, if the jury had brought me a guilty verdict, I would have recommended psychiatric examination with a view to confinement at an institution for the criminally insane.
But you didn't know he was... I mean, even I didn't know he was crazy.
Well, do you know it now? Do you feel it now? Do you recognize that he needs cure more than punishment?
Punishment.
The law only penalizes the guilty, Ned. Isn't that what we all believe in? We don't penalize the sick.
I have to go, Judge. I have something to do.
It's getting pretty late for running errands, Ned. Almost midnight.
Yeah, but this is important, Judge. I have to see someone. I have to tell something very important. Hello? Is this Lucerne Dispatching? My name's Ned Murray. I'm a friend of Tony Igo. No, Murray. That's the last name, not the first. Look, it's very important that I reach Tony as soon as possible, only this is the only number he ever gave me to reach him. But he's got to have a home phone, right? So help me, it's important. It's a matter of... Look, who am I speaking to? Lady, please, I'm in a phone booth and it's pouring like hell and I'm getting soaked. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk to you that way. Yes, I realize that, but if you could make this one exception. Well, how do you know he isn't home? For God's sakes, it's after midnight. Yes, all right. He couldn't have gone there tonight. He couldn't. Taxi!
Lou, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. Disappointed?
Where the heck have you been?
I've been taking care of business.
What business? Since when do you sell shoes in the middle of the night?
I was taking care of some competition. That's what I was doing.
What are you talking about?
Go on, pretend you don't know.
But I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know something, Melanie? You make a rotten liar.
I'm not lying. For God's sake, Lou, will you stop staring at me like that?
I'm looking at you the way other men look at you.
What other men?
The one who comes around here every day when I'm out pounding the pavements, peddling those lousy shoes to those stores.
Oh, Lou, nobody comes around. You're just in one of those crazy, jealous moods again.
Well, I got news for you, Pumpkin. There's one boyfriend who's not coming around anymore.
Are you still talking about that poor, dumb grocery boy? Lou, I told you there was...
No, I'm talking about the old guy. The one with the white hair. The one who's been hanging around here all night, looking up at our window, waiting to make sure that the coast is clear.
You're crazy. Crazy. I don't know any white-haired guys.
Well, you'll never get to know this one, because he's got something wrong with him, baby. He's got a carving knife in his stomach.
Lou. Oh, my God, no. Lou, you didn't.
Yes, I did. So you can forget about seeing your lover boy tonight, baby. You can just forget it. You'll have to be satisfied with just me.
Lou, just tell me it isn't true. Tell me you didn't kill anyone.
It wasn't the first time, Pumpkin. If you keep up the way you're going, it won't be the last. In fact, the next one might be you.
Oh my God. Those police cars. They're coming here.
Right down the block here. Lieutenant Gerhardt.
Oh, hi, Ned. What are you doing here?
What's going on? What's all the crowd about?
Oh, wait a minute. You know the victim, don't you? Is that why you're here? You get a tip or something?
Victim? Who?
Tony Igo.
Tony?
Somebody used a knife on him.
Oh, God.
Ironic, isn't it? Probably a dozen guys wanted Tony Igo knocked off, and how does he get it? From a jealous husband.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead. And it was your ex-client who did it, that guy Rydell. He caught Tony hanging around the building watching the place. Rydell claims he was after his wife. You know about this, Ned?
It's not true, Lieutenant. He didn't even know the woman.
Then what was he doing here?
A favor. He was doing somebody a favor.
What are you talking about?
Look, where is Rydell now?
Upstairs, answering questions. He won't get away. Not like the last time, Counselor.
Yes, it won't be like the last time. Excuse me.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I want to see him. He's entitled to talk to a lawyer, isn't he?
You must be nuts yourself. Half a dozen witnesses saw him do it.
Can I go up, Lieutenant?
You mean you'll defend that screwball again? He's out of his mind. Don't you know that?
Yes, I know. And that's what I'll try to prove. Now, will you please let me see my client?
And so Ned Murray is about to try for still another verdict. This time a verdict which will carry a punishment more befitting to the crime. And something tells me that he'll be very successful. Not just as an attorney, but as a human being. I'll be back shortly.
The time has come for action.
Birth defects are forever unless you help.
A time to be born, a time to
The
die.
March of Dimes fights birth
A
defects.
time to heal.
Through medical service programs, scientific research,
A time to
and
speak.
public
These are
education.
the times that try men's
To
souls.
protect the bodies and minds of our children, today and
That's why
tomorrow.
it's time for a change.
So much to do.
So little
We must
time.
see to it that every child is born healthy, whole,
Now is
perfect.
the time for all good men to come
To the aid of the March of Dimes in its drive to prevent birth
Make
defects.
time stand still. Wake up.
It's later than you think.
Remember, birth defects are forever unless you
The
help.
time has come for
The time has come for action.
Give to the March of Dimes.
Some time ago, a man named Thomas de Quincey said, "If once a man indulges himself in murder, very soon he comes to think very little of robbing. And from robbing, he comes next to drinking and Sabbath breaking. And from that, to incivility and procrastination." Let that be a lesson to all of you. This quotation and this story have come to you through the courtesy of our Radio Mystery Theater. Our cast included Tony Roberts, Joseph Julian, Bryna Rayburn, Barbara Caruso, Robert Dryden, and Sam Gray. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
I take it you are referring to Miss Helene Friend?
Where is she?
Back at her hotel. I had her sent back immediately. We did not want to speak to her, just you.
Okay. You have the floor, Mr. Colodanos.
Colodinus, Monsieur Nash. It is an old name. In my country, a revered name.
I'll do my best to remember. Well, continue.
A question, Monsieur. Why are you in France?
As we say at home, none of your business.
I like you, Monsieur Nash. You are refreshingly candid. You are working for FNB. You are a trusted, intelligent worker, well thought of.
Thanks for the information. When I get back, I'll put in for a raise.
If you get back, Monsieur. If you get back.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, brewers of Budweiser. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Weather and sports. This is WDAF, Kansas City, Missouri.